Tbones.
I don't know. It's just fucking corn. I'm not doing that deep dive research on where my corn comes from.
Well, do
I'm
you
just
cob it or
putting
do you
in.
cream it?
A T-bone Monsanto. You need to
I
do the
don't.
deep dive.
I don't cream corn.
Well, you gotta try it.
I feel like
Okay.
It's delicioso.
I feel
Okay.
like he's trolling.
Is that the only thing you wanted to talk about? Was corn from Virginia?
Yes, but I guess we could talk about something else. Have you guys ever played Dead by Daylight?
Go for it. What else you want to talk about?
Have you ever played Dead? Sorry, I had a little bit of a mouth fuck. I meant Dead by Daylight. So it's a
Once.
game where you have to attack 4 survivors, and you're a killer, and then you gotta hook them on a hook like 3 times.
No, he's not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say unaliver.
Who?
You.
No, but
I've
like
played
who?
that game, but it's very, very boring.
Oh,
It's just the same thing over and over again. Find somebody, put them on the hook, hope that they don't die, hope that their friend come and get them off the hook, and it's just I don't like it. Ray,
Hello.
how's it going? Morning.
Pretty decent. We making money.
Not this hoe.
Nice. What do you do
First of
for
all,
work?
you fucking and you know what, Belle? You know what?
What do you do for work?
I do 3 jobs. I'm a medical biller. I work as a pharmacy technician, and I work as a data entry specialist.
And what was that last one?
Data entry specialist.
Data entry specialist.
Yeah,
Okay.
how do I get that last one? I need a 3rd job. That last one.
That
How do I
one's a
get
pretty
that?
good one.
You want to input
So,
data?
I
yeah,
want
pretty
to
much
do
inputting
nothing.
data.
I want to be able to do nothing and get
You don't have to
paid.
be on the phone for that one. In my
Do I have to
What?
be on the phone?
No, you don't. I have partial vocal paralysis, and I've had it for a little bit because of Lyme disease. So I don't like being on the phone particularly all the time. So I don't have to do that often.
So how did you get this data entry job? What did you do?
Oh, I just got
It's
referred.
definitely not on Indeed. Okay, because I've
yes, it
checked.
is. Yeah, it is.
I
I
have
be
checked.
checking Indeed. I don't be
They're all
finding none of that
fake.
crap.
They're all fake. They're all like stupid shit. It's not real.
Can I just say something? If we
Yeah,
were to take
yeah, right.
firearms away from every American, we wouldn't the reason why we're so powerful and that nobody can invade us mainly is because most of our citizens are armed.
Yeah,
If we
we
took
know.
that away, we just take away one of our strong points.
That's why
I
we'll
don't
never
care.
have a home invasion. We won't have one. We know.
But here's the
Yeah, I
thing.
don't.
Here's the thing,
Okay.
though. Even with that, even with them having access to weapons,
Instead of saying I don't care like a little faggot, why don't you let her talk?
When I said I don't care, I was specifically talking to you. I wasn't talking to her.
Yeah, but just let her talk. Stop being a little bitch, bro.
Okay.
I'm trying to listen.
Would a little bitch be able to deconstruct your argument?
A little bitch that has 10 viewers and he's a bum on TikTok. Yeah.
He said the
Well, I
F
really
word.
don't care about the viewers because I'm smarter than
Well,
you.
clearly
My
you
IQ
do,
is a
or
lot
else you
higher
wouldn't
than
be
yours.
hosting a live, right?
Well, yeah, and again, you can host a live
Why
so
else
that you
are
can
you
have
hosting a live? Because
conversations.
you're trying to be the next
So
Dean
so that
Withers,
so
right?
that yeah, so that I can
You're
beat
not
up on
gonna be
dumb
Dean
people like
Withers,
you.
bro.
Not Dean.
No, you're not the
I
next
don't
Dean
I
Withers.
don't want to be Dean Withers.
I know he
I'm black.
motivates you and
I'm
he
black. I don't want to
inspires
be
you,
Dean Withers.
but you're not gonna be the next Dean Withers, bro.
That's
Let
fine
the
as
girl
long as you
talk.
know that I'm
She was-
closer to
She
Dean
was
Withers
actually
intellect
speaking
than you are.
facts. If you let her talk, she could actually make a good point instead of bitching and saying you don't care.
Again, when I said I don't care, I was speaking to you. Clearly, you're
I
not able to
know.
track the
That's why I'm
conversation.
saying you're bitching.
Okay. When are you going to run from the conversation? Now
When you
or
let her
in the next
talk.
5 minutes?
When you let her
Okay,
talk,
so
she's
after
actually
I let
making
her talk,
educated
then you're
points.
going to run away from the conversation with
No,
me.
nobody's gonna run away from your bum ass
Wait.
lie every 10
I know
years.
you're kind. You're going to run away. Trust me.
All right, let her
how this
talk, and then
goes.
we'll see if I'm gonna run away. Let her talk.
Sure,
Wait, though,
go ahead.
Tbone, this is
Ray,
gonna get
what do you want to
funny.
say?
One
Let me
second,
know
this
when
is
you're
gonna get
done, Ray, so
funny
that I can
because
go
She's
ahead and
making educated
fuck's
points, and
sake.
you're in the
yeah, sure,
back
go
like a
ahead.
little
Let me know
Ed.
when you're
You're
done,
like,
Ray.
oh, I don't care. What are you
Yeah, let me
talking
know when
about?
you're done, Ray, so I
It was
can
Belle
shut up
he was
this.
talking
Let
about.
me know when
I
you're
wish
done
I
so
was
she can
allowed
talk.
out
He was
now.
talking about Belle.
So,
Oh, fine, Bell. Yeah, finish.
well,
Thank
no.
you.
Oh, me? I thought you were talking about Ray.
Yeah, I thought I was too. So neither one of
Who
you
was
have anything to
originally
say?
talking before he started jumping in? I don't care. Who was
What
originally talking?
Nobody was?
I don't
Okay, I
remember at this
guess
point.
nobody.
Okay. All right. I
See, you
guess it's
ruined a
just me and
perfectly
you.
good
So
conversation by saying
now
that dumb
so
shit. Now
now
nobody
are you
wants
gonna
to
run away
talk
from the
because of you.
conversation?
Nobody's running away. The girl couldn't even finish her
That was the
point. The
question that
girl
I
couldn't even
asked you.
finish her point because you
That was the
interrupted her. Now
question
she
that I
doesn't even want
asked
to
you.
talk.
That
Now
was
she
the
doesn't even
question I
want to
was
talk.
asking you.
No,
I'll
That
take
was a
over Belle's
question that I
spot.
asked you.
I'll take
I
over Belle's
finished.
spot because she's being a
Oh,
pussy.
she's back. She's back. Let her finish. Let her finish.
I'll take over Belle's
Ray, he's
point.
talking to you.
No, he
He
wasn't.
is talking about you. He wasn't talking
That's what
about
I'm
me.
saying. This guy doesn't even know who the
What
fuck
is
he's
going
talking
on?
about.
I didn't even know. No, I was
What
gonna
are you
say,
giggling? Yeah, this guy's a fucking bum. What is he giggling at?
even with
That
the
I'm
fact
Keep.
that
smarter than you.
wait a sec,
When
wait
you're
a sec.
making money off this and your actual time on a Thursday morning is, getting put to use, then you can
Mm-hmm.
start giggling. Instead of
Mm-hmm.
trying to be like the next Dean Withers, be unique.
That's
You're not going to be the
annoying.
next Dean Withers. You're not going to be making,
Oh my
payments
god,
on
what is
Zelle.
going on
You're a
right
fucking
now?
bum.
And this guy just wants to complain about people on TikTok. I don't fucking know.
Ray was
He's not here for
talking,
a
and then Ray
conversation.
Wait a
was
sec, wait a
talking. She was
sec.
making
Yeah, I
educated
know, dude.
points.
I hear you.
And then he
Okay,
jumps in and he
Ray, can
goes, I
you,
don't care.
Ray,
I
I'm
don't
can
care.
you
What don't
speak?
you care
Ray, can you speak so that we can move this
about? What do
forward?
you not?
yes. So
Tell us what you
basically,
don't care about.
basically what's going on is even with all the Americans, let's see if multiple Americans were armed. We're going to have to arm. At this point, we're arming ourselves against our own because we're arming ourselves against the federal police. At this point, I don't see how this sense of destabilization is going to contribute any to a greater masses. Like let's say if we were under attack. At this point, we are so divided. At this point, we're so destabilized that we'd probably attack ourselves too. So what's the difference?
Yeah, so I appreciate that's a good point, but again, your whole thing is based off speculation premises. What I'm saying is nobody is that divided. If you're getting a gun to defend yourself against the federal government, you should probably seek medical help and you should probably go to a psychiatrist. Because I don't think majority of people right now are seeking weapons to, go out and, fight the federal government. I think you might just be a little crazy. And if people are doing that, then they should probably get some help.
No, it's just ICE
Hey,
that's
Secondly,
unaliving its own
secondly,
citizens.
secondly,
Mod me,
nobody ever.
please, T-Bone.
I did.
Secondly,
I thought
nobody.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah, you're mine.
my bad.
Go ahead, Valora. Spit it out.
Nobody with any intellect or education is gonna say, "Yeah, let's de-arm all the American people because they're gonna revolt against the federal government."
They're already
What are
kind
you
of doing
talking
that.
about?
They're already kind of doing that. They're unaliving our own citizen.
Yeah, but the people are not so divided right now where we're going out and unaliving the federal government. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm
That's
saying. They're doing that. They're
speculation.
doing
That's
that to
like Reddit.
us.
That's Reddit speculation.
You're right, because they're doing that to us. That's how it
What?
starts.
They're
Wait a
not
minute,
doing
Ray.
that to us on a massive scale. There are instances, the police department has unalived more people than the whole entirety of ICE probably in the last month.
Okay.
So what are
So
you talking
what
about?
was the
Just
reason
because
that you
ICE is here
gave?
now, there's not no federal threat. If anything, the federal threat is the police department, but that's been the same threat since God knows how long. So what are
So
you
what
even
was
talking
the
about?
yeah? So what was the reason that you gave for not taking away firearms?
Because one of our strongholds, the reason that makes us so untouchable, the reason that other countries have, you know what Japan said about invading us? Japan said even if we tried to, even if we advanced 100 years right now, we would not be able to enter the United States. The reason for that, one partially, is because majority of U.S. citizens are armed or have the ability to get firearms. Most countries, they
Okay.
don't have that. The U.S. also has more firearms than there are people in the United States. So if a country were to invade us, as a last resort, our civilians are so armed that they wouldn't even be able to get past any state lines. And this is a fact. So if we take
Okay.
this away, you're essentially allowing us, you're making us vulnerable to other countries just coming in and walking all over us. And now we have no defense mechanisms if the
Okay.
army goes and the National Guard.
Do you know what a net positive and a net negative is?
Okay, so don't respond to anything I said and just ask me some weird homo-ass shit about net positive, net negative. Okay,
You're very
go ahead.
scared of conversations.
Go
sir.
ahead, go ahead.
You're
bro.
very
So
scared.
don't respond to anything I said and then just act like a total homo and then
I
ask
was
me about
just
net positive, net negative. Okay, go ahead.
I was just about to respond to it, but you're so triggered by the conversation that you didn't even want to
Because I
engage
just
in.
told you a whole bunch of facts, and the only thing you got from that is as asking me a silly question. Do you know what net positive,
Do you
net
know what
negative is? It's the
do
same
you know what
uneducated comments
prefacing
you were
some
making before.
right? Do you know what prefacing something is? Do you know what prefacing something
Bro, are
is?
we gonna sit here and go do you want me to ask you questions about definitions for the next 10 hours, or are you actually gonna make a
Well, no,
point? This is what
yeah,
I'm talking about.
well, I'm
You
trying
don't make
to,
any points.
but
You just ask me dumb questions.
right. I'm trying
I'm
to, but it
trying to
seems as
test
if
your
you're not
intellect to see if you have a
tracking.
brain, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to, but
Right?
it seems like you're not
This guy's
tracking.
an
I can't
idiot.
even ask you questions to progress the
Because you didn't
conversation
respond.
forward.
The reason why it's not tracking for you, the reason why it's not making sense for you is because you didn't respond to anything I said. You asked me a silly, just like the same remark you made earlier. I don't care. You're not educated, bro. You sound like a total idiot.
Okay.
Instead of asking me stupid questions and silly shit, respond to what I said.
Okay. I
Actually, you know
don't
what? Just
disagree that
repeat what I said.
statement.
Just repeat what I
Yeah,
said.
absolutely. You said that individuals in this country are armed to the teeth and that we have more firearms than we have people. You also said that Japan has stated that the reason that they would not invade America is because there is a firearm behind every single blade of grass.
Yes,
So
but
you
what
went
was the
100.
reason of me
Right.
saying that? What was the purpose?
Because you're saying that the reason that a benefit, and this is why I was asking you about a net positive, the benefit to having firearms is that other countries could not invade us. Am I correct in my analysis?
That's partially one benefit, but good job listening.
Right.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So
Now
I
let's
was
actually get
listening.
somewhere. Can
Now,
you respond?
absolutely, I would love to, but I would need you to allow me to finish, sir. When you were speaking,
Okay.
I didn't interrupt you.
Notice how when I made my points, I didn't sit here and, every 2 seconds ask you a silly question. Do you know what this definition is? Oh, you didn't know what this means, so you must be. Let's not play those games. That's like elementary level. Make your whole point, and then if you have a question at the end, ask me your question.
So is calling a person a homo.
Sure. Okay. I can go ahead and dumb it down for you to make this a little easier. So as it pertains to individuals having firearms in this country, what we're seeing based off of the data is that most people are not utilizing that to defend themselves from other countries coming over there. Nor are they using it for home self-defense, and nor are they using it for a situation where they want
Pause
to
right
go
there,
against the
because there
tyrannical
is
government.
because
Now you see
nobody.
how now
Pause
hold on,
right there.
Valero. You
Pause
see
right
how
there.
you're interrupting me, and I did not interrupt you, but you
No, I
swear
know,
you're here
but
for a conversation.
but I stayed on one point.
No. You're
Let me
swearing to
respond.
me that you're here for a conversation,
I
but you
am.
can't even allow me to finish.
Because
I'm
don't
just
jump
asking
from
for the
one
same
point to
respect that I
another.
gave you. I'm just
Don't jump.
asking for the same respect that I gave you.
But
Can I
let's stay
finish my
on
point?
topic. But stay on
Yes,
topic.
absolutely. Can
Stay
I
on that
finish my
topic
point?
specifically.
Right.
Okay,
Can
go
I
ahead.
finish my point?
Yeah,
Awesome.
go ahead.
Great. So as I was saying, the data tells us that most of the time that people have these firearms, they're not using it for any one of these three things. The second portion of this that we have to recognize is when these firearms are being discharged, most of the time they are used to take the life of another individual unjustifiably. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Tell me where you disagree.
First and foremost, the reason why the data doesn't reflect that is because no country have tried us. No country has tried to invade us because we are armed to the teeth. So that's a fallacy right there. We are armed to the teeth, therefore other countries cannot invade us, don't have the ability to invade us, and they fear for their lives if they did invade us. Therefore, there is no data to reflect that they tried to invade us or they did invade us. It's very simple. There's nothing hard about that. Secondly, everybody who owns a firearm, majority of them are not unaliving innocent people. There are very small instances of this happening, and regardless of whether you gave them a firearm or not, they would probably still commit that same act of violence, whether it be a knife or another weapon. So just because it's a firearm, it doesn't make it necessary that people are just unaliving civilians. And if we were to take away all the firearms, the data would reflect the opposite, actually. The data would reflect that countries are trying to invade us now and have the opportunity to invade us.
I think
Okay.
that's more of a
So
nuance.
I just pulled up the data here that shows that nearly 3/4
I
of
just
U.S. gun owners.
explained it.
I know you explained it, and now I'm responding to your explanation. Do you not know
All
how a
right, pull
conversation
up the
works, bro?
source. Pull up the source. Put it
Yes,
as
the,
your
the source
picture.
is Pew Research Center.
No, but screenshot it and put it as your picture.
I'm not going to do that for you because I could just take my background off and show you based off of my camera.
Yeah, so just do that. Whatever is more convenient.
Okay. So again, Pew Research, and this is showing the reason that individuals own firearms, not anywhere within any one of these responses
Like, go to
is
the
going to
top.
be.
Let me see the source real quick. At the top. Where's the link?
I don't, pewresearch.org. It's not going to give you the
Oh,
specific
okay,
link,
okay.
but this is the
Yeah,
title of it, and it's
I see,
showing,
I see.
yes. So
Okay, you
most of the time that people get these firearms is for protection of
yeah.
oneself. Then we have hunting, we have for shooting or for sports, and then we have as part of gun collection as well as for their jobs, right? So nowhere
Yeah.
in this
But
is
what
it saying that
percentage of
people
gun
are,
owners unalive innocent people?
that was never a claim that I made.
You just made
I've
it
never,
seem like people are just using their fire. There's a big crisis going on where citizens are going outside using their firearm to unalive each other. So
that's
where is that
incorrect, and it's
evidence?
because you didn't
Okay,
hear me clearly. That's not what I
what are
said.
you arguing right now? So what are you
Yes,
arguing?
when a firearm is discharged, most of the time they're not discharged. When firearms are discharged, it's used to take the life of individuals unjustifiably.
Yeah, I mean, sure, if they're discharged, but majority of the time they're not discharged. So that's
I would agree
irrelevant.
with that statement.
If
But
there
but if
wasn't a firearm, there would be a knife, and then the person would do the same thing with just another weapon. So that's
yeah,
irrelevant. That's
they
not the
wouldn't be
case.
as successful in taking lives if they were doing it that way.
They would probably be more successful because they would have to plan it out more, and there would actually be an increase in violence.
I'm
What are you
sorry.
talking about?
You're telling me, and I don't know why people bring this argument. You're telling me that someone would be more effective with a knife than with a firearm? Really?
They could potentially, not in all instances, obviously not, but potentially yes.
Okay. And you truly believe this?
T-Bone, it's
Absolutely.
almost like we don't have
You
other
can
countries that we
utilize
can compare that
utilize.
to,
Wait,
right?
hold on.
Oh,
Are you
we
saying
don't
you
even
can't
you can't
utilize
even
a
ask
blade
that
more
one.
efficiently than a firearm?
We don't even have to go off his absurd statement, right? Like you can compare it to a lot of
Justice,
European
you're a
countries
queer.
that don't
What are you
allow for their
talking about?
citizens to have what?
Nobody even knows you. I don't
Come
know
on,
why
don't
you
crash
jumped
out.
in thinking.
I just
Don't
came
Leroy,
up
jump
here.
in
Don't
thinking
crash
you're the
out. That's
Messiah or
some
some
bitch
shit.
shit.
he's not ready for
Why?
this
Why are you?
conversation,
Why
bro.
are you people?
Little
Yeah. Why
black
are you
boy over
picturing people
here.
such bitches?
Little
Yeah,
Why are
they're
you
black
just,
such
boy over here.
bitches,
you just
bro?
Why are
wasted
you
my
a
time
faggot?
too, bro.
That
Like
shit hurt.
you just
Me
crashed out
calling.
really
Yeah,
quickly.
now you
Are
hurt,
you what?
right?
Like I think you
Black
probably
and you
forgot to put
gay.
your
Pick a
tampon in.
struggle. You
Did you
black,
forget
you
your
gay,
tampon today?
you uneducated. You
Hey,
need to
buddy,
pick a struggle,
buddy,
bro.
you must have
All right.
forgot your
Anyways,
tampon
host,
today,
what
huh?
were you saying?
Is that what got me?
All
Is
right,
that what
host,
got you to,
host.
to
All right,
crash
all
out
right,
so
all right, all right.
quickly?
Stop bitching.
No,
Stop
don't
bitching. All
call
right,
for
host.
help.
What
No,
were you
don't
saying?
call for him. Don't call for him. I got you.
Nobody's
You
calling
got
for
me
him. You were
now.
having a conversation. You jumped in
Don't
like a
call for
little
him. You're
black
not getting help
homo.
from him.
You just jumped in like a
You're
little
not getting
black
help from him.
homo,
You're a
uneducated
little
little black
bitch. You're a
boy.
little bitch. He's not
You're a
gonna
little
save you.
bitch.
He's
You
not gonna
sound like
save
a
you.
bitch.
He's
You sound like
and
a
that's cool.
Are
queer.
you
That's
guys
cool.
done
I
swinging your pussies
You're
at
guarantee.
each other?
I
black. You're a
guarantee you wouldn't
queer.
say that to
You're
me.
uneducated.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't
yeah.
fight
I'm
me.
sure.
You can't
I'm
get up
sure.
with me.
I'm
Dude,
sure.
You can't
Valera,
link me.
shut up,
You can't
Issues
go
bro.
that
van
you're
for van
dealing
with
with
me.
Both of y'all. God damn, can
are
other
these
people
repressed
talk?
issues that you got
All
going
right,
on?
You
host,
can't get
finish
up
what you
with
were
me.
saying.
These really
Finish the
seem like
conversation.
repressed issues that you have
Okay,
going on,
okay,
buddy.
nice.
You,
Cry about it.
you,
Okay,
you,
okay,
did,
cry
did daddy
about it.
touch you
Okay.
somewhere? Did daddy touch you somewhere?
Stop
Can you
stuttering, you
show us on the
bitch.
doll where daddy touched you? Can you show us
Why
on
are
the
you
doll? Yeah.
stuttering?
Yeah. Oh
You
man,
fucking
now you're
queer.
going to
Y'all both acting
ableism.
like children.
Black stuttering queer.
Y'all both acting like
You're
children.
hitting every run on the way down, huh?
Host, go
Damn,
back to
There's
T-Bone,
something
you're
going
finish
gonna
on
what you
you,
let
were
him
brother.
saying.
just do that?
You got some serious problems.
Y'all both acting like
Admir, just
Do
so
what?
that you're
I
aware,
could
the
no.
first panel that I
You're
had, somebody
black, you're
called
a
me the N
stuttering little
word and
queer.
the F slur repeatedly until they were hit with TikTok. Like, I don't personally care. Like, you feel what I'm saying? These people gonna do their shit because they know they're not smart enough to engage in the conversation. So when Justice came up and he knew that he was out of his league, that's the only thing he could resort to, is calling him a black homo. Right? Because he
Exactly.
don't
Yep,
got nothing
yep.
else.
Exactly.
You're lucky I'm half asleep. I
Admir,
usually give you the business.
Admir, I could kick him at any point I wanted to. I'm
Justice,
just
is that
playing with my
you in your
food at this
profile
point.
picture? Is that you?
That's
I know, but
no,
Whatever. You
it's some
You
random
fucking.
stranger. I have a random stranger in my profile picture.
You're a
You dumb
fucking
bitch.
bum.
That's so
A random
weird.
stranger that
So
doesn't follow
Fat.
so
me
you're a
back.
big
You're
enough
fat.
fan.
You're
So
a
you're a big
I mean,
enough
we're
stuttering,
going.
fan.
I mean,
black,
if you want to talk about something
uneducated,
else, we
That you
black,
can. Let me
decided to go
know.
look at my
You're
profile.
uneducated, you're black,
That's
you're
even
fat,
stupid, you're
weirder.
black,
black.
uneducated bitch.
Is that all you got?
That's literally all that he has. He's not
And
smart
he's
enough.
gay. And he's also
Admir, if you want to talk
And you
about something
see,
else,
I
let me
told
know and
you.
we can.
Oh,
I'm
God.
cool with talking about
man,
something
how
else.
are you black
we can
and
have
you're
a
gay?
conversation.
We can talk
Like
about this
we didn't even go
war.
through
We can talk
slavery
about
for this shit.
okay.
God damn, bro.
We went through
Wow.
slavery so you
Wow.
could be a queer
He's
who stuttered.
You
That's what
said
you've
we.
accomplished.
You said we. You didn't go through
No.
shit. What?
You
we.
went
You
through
said
slavery. Okay,
we.
wait, hold on. Okay. So you
He
suffered,
said
you
we went through
struggled, you went through
slavery.
slavery. You went through
You're not one
slavery,
of
and
us,
now
dude.
what? Now you're a little black boy who stutters, and now you're gay. What have
Did I
you accomplished?
stutter? Shut
Yeah,
the fuck up.
sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You sound really insecure, bro. Like
You're lucky
again,
I'm half
where did
asleep, or
daddy
else I would have
touch
given
you?
you the business.
For
Where did
real,
daddy
bro.
touch
You've been
you?
popping off for like
Did
10 minutes.
daddy
Like
did
nobody
daddy do
talks.
a number on you?
You ever?
Did he
Yo,
do a
what the
number on
fuck?
you? I
Yo,
don't
stop stuttering.
understand. Like why do you little white men get so triggered when intelligent black men check you? Like I don't
You're
get that.
not intelligent.
Ooh,
I don't know,
you're
bro. I
not
don't know.
intelligent.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's like crashing out, and I
I
don't
can
know
hear
why.
all the I can hear all the painful nights that you were screaming out in pain as your father was leaving the house in the
Blair, can
middle
you
of the
like
night not to come help
Aw,
you
are you
get
guys
over it.
Oh,
And I
oh
feel
my
very
projecting?
God.
bad for
All
you.
right.
Aw,
I feel very
are you
sad. I
guys
can feel all those
projecting?
nights that you were literally wondering where your mom was because she was out drinking and she put a cigarette out in your soft spot. Shut the fuck
That's
up.
so.
God damn.
Okay.
Shit.
That was fucking
Hey, I
Oh
wouldn't
bad.
take
man.
that, Valera. I wouldn't take
Oh
that, bro. You
man.
gotta fight back.
Me
You know what I'm saying?
personally, Valera, I would
Man,
not take
Oh
that from
shit.
her.
No, yeah.
yeah,
And
but
even you,
hey,
hey,
You gotta say
listen,
something.
you even defended her earlier, and you wanted her to talk. Well, now she's talking to you, player.
You tried
you're a
it. You
little
tried
black
it.
bitch too. She went through slavery, and now she thinks she has a voice, just
And
like
you
the
went
other
through
Valera
a
black
don't
bitch.
sound
cigarette
like
out
a
on your
bitch.
Shut
soft
the
spot.
fuck
You
up.
went
You
through it
got
and
You know
your
no.
that.
father went
We
through
went
an
right
I'll
back
alcoholic
to
put
the
you on a
father.
slavery
leech.
comment.
Listen,
I bet
listen.
you
He's
don't show
not
your
even
I'll
face
being
put you on
much.
a
versatile with his
fucking
You went through
comebacks.
an
leash,
He
just like the
alcoholic
ain't
good
trying to
father
old
that
say
beat your
days.
shit.
ass. You went through an
Good
alcoholic father
morning,
that beat your
Your
ass and
father
everyone.
dragged
beat
you
your
out of
ass.
Good
bed.
good
You
Valera.
sound like a
morning.
fucking white.
This
Mr.
is
Spike, can I
Your
ask
father
type of
dragged you
Valera
out
dude.
of
a
bed in the morning
question?
and he beat your ass every day.
Yeah, I'm
Hold
sorry,
on.
what'd you
You
say,
went
ma'am?
through
Can
slavery.
I ask
You're
Valera a
fingered
couple
by
of
your uncle.
questions?
Shut up.
Now you sound
Valera
like a
is
white.
not a intellectual person, so you can try to ask him a question. I don't think he's gonna be able to understand and respond, but yeah, go ahead.
Ask the question.
I just wanted to ask, first of all, how old are you?
Old enough to fuck your mother,
Well, I hope you have fun in her ashes.
and then
Have a good
put her on
time
a
in
Okay,
her
leash, just
ashes
ashes.
for
like the good
ash
old
and
days.
death to dust.
Have a
No,
good
I'll put
time in
her
her
on.
ashes.
No,
But I
don't
just
worry. I'll
asked,
take good care of her.
no,
I'll
no,
give
I
her a
didn't come.
couple
I didn't look.
quarters.
I didn't
Just
come
like
up
how your
here for
mother
you
took
to
good care of
insult
you, you
me.
have burns on your
I just came up
arms.
here to ask you a couple of questions. That's it.
All right, what's the next
First
question?
of all,
Old
I
enough to
asked you
fuck
how
your
old
mom?
you were.
Yeah, old enough to fuck your mom. All right, what's question two?
You have a good time with her ashes, and I hope they slide up your
That
piss
shit was
hole, and I
fucking
hope they
crusty.
burn your urethra
Nice.
out.
All right, what's
Hey,
question
Valera,
two?
Valera,
All
you can show
right.
your face.
Not as
Second
crusty as
question.
herpes on your lip. The only thing
All
viral
right, what's
about you is that
question
herpes
two?
on your lip,
All
bitch.
right. All right, what's question?
Will you switch your camera on?
What is the purpose? What is the purpose in you disrespecting black people?
Watt power. I need to bring back watt power. If you
Oh,
Will
guys
you
don't
oh,
like
oh,
will
white
you're
you
people,
oh, you're
switch your
one of
Wait,
camera
wait,
those.
let
wait,
on?
me
wait, wait. Hold
Okay.
on.
respond.
Time out.
Let me
Hold on. Time out.
respond.
Okay.
Valera,
Hold
will
on.
you
No,
You
no,
and
no.
your
switch
Hold
your
white
on.
camera?
power.
Hold on. You
She's
didn't even
asking
We
me
let
a
me
got you and your
question.
finish.
white
She's asking
power.
me a question. No, no, you're
Okay.
asking me
Now
a
I'm
You
gonna.
fuck
question.
you
Now I'm
and your
gonna
white
say
You're
power. Now
this.
you
asking me a
got me
question.
fucked up.
I got
Now
a
I'm
Put
gonna
your
response.
say
camera
this.
on, Valera. I'll put my
You got a
camera
question.
on.
I
Fuck you
got a
and your
You're
response.
white
you're a
power.
kid. You sound like you're probably no older than 32.
Put your
Your
camera on,
dick
bro.
is so
What's up,
32.
small,
Tom?
you have to pick it and touch it with a
Yeah,
No,
you're
give me
fucking
not
that
driving
face.
like
tweezers.
this,
Let me see that
bitch.
face.
And
Yeah,
you're
you're not
driving. I
That's what
driving
I
hope
like
TikTok
thought.
What
this.
bans
was
you.
that, a
Broke
That's what I
Chevy?
bitch.
thought, bro.
Was
You
that a Chevy
broke.
Impala? What the
Fuck
fuck
You
was
you.
that?
broke. You're not driving like
Soft.
this.
Soft.
He has a push.
Bro, that
He
was like a
does have a
Chevy
push to start
Impala
it, right? He has a
'96. What?
he has a push to start,
Yeah, he's a
dryer,
cute
and
guy.
washer.
Hang on,
He
I got
definitely
you,
thinks he's
bro.
actually doing.
Here, I'll
The only
ask
thing
you
he's
what
doing
my
is
Drive it
push,
camera.
not
like
dryer, and
this.
washer. Shut
That
up.
Section 8 ain't paying you enough.
Section
Section 8
8,
not
sir.
paying
You
you
live in
enough.
you live with your mother,
Food
and she
stamps,
literally
that
doesn't even love
snapping
you. You
shit,
still have burn
snap all
marks on
you
your
want. That
arms from
shit
all
not
those
gonna
nights that you
work.
were sad and you tried to feel
How is it
something
that
because you were
hard?
so
All
depressed.
the nights
You
you
were
were
cutting
sad and
yourself. Shut up.
stop repeating yourself. All the nights you were
Bro,
sad
how
and your
is it
dad
that
touched
hard?
you and That shit is ass. That shit was like 10
Your
minutes
uncle
ago.
fingered
Stop
you.
repeating
Your uncle
yourself.
fingered you, and you
Your
have burn
uncle
marks
did
in the
this.
inside of
Your
your arm, so
grandpa
you
did
feel
this.
something. And you drink at
That
the
shit
middle
is
of the night, so you can
ass.
forget all
That
the
shit is
memories that you had of
ass.
your mother beating your
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. The
Bro,
white
I
man
feel bad
also
for
did that
you.
to your ancestors.
if
Yeah,
you're
the
gonna
white
talk
man
shit
And
on
also
now
me,
did
your
that to
mother's
your
doing it to
ancestors.
you.
Yeah, yeah. Your
How full
ancestors got
circle.
that shit.
And now
Your
your mother's
ancestors
doing
got
that
the
to you.
worst
How's
of
full
it. They
circle?
used to pin down your ancestors in the cotton field.
And
You
they used to
fucking
pin down,
monkey.
and your mother and
Shut
your
the
uncle used
fuck
to
up,
pin you
porch
down and
monkey.
let you
Stop
take it like a
stuttering,
big
Can I
bitch.
say
boy.
something?
Stop
Can I
stuttering,
say
porch
something? Can
monkey.
I
I'm
say
not.
No, you
something
You
real
can't
want to
say
quick?
talk about
something.
stuttering? Let's talk about
Hold
You're
on.
done.
stuttering.
Hold
You
on.
can't
Hold
Let's talk
on.
about
talk
your
anymore,
All
stuttering
right,
ass in
bitch.
middle
guys.
school.
All
Shut
right,
You
up.
can't
this
talk
is the
anymore,
host.
bitch.
This
You're
is
done.
the host, guys. This is the host.
Okay.
I think we all got off on the wrong foot.
What
Okay.
power host?
I'm suggesting. Hold on. I'm suggesting that we get back on track and try to have a productive conversation. What say you, Valera? You think we could do that?
I think out of respect for another fellow white man, I absolutely could do that. And I
All
bro,
right.
you
Well,
can't
think,
even show your
you have
wait,
face.
hold on,
another
wait. I want to.
white
Can I
man
point
next to.
something else? Can I point something out? You notice how
Yeah.
civilized you are. Notice how you talk, how educated you are, how you're civilized,
Oh,
and
now
then
he's
look at how the
civilized.
hood rats speak.
Now he's civilized
Just
when
to
you
Sir,
just
point it out. Just
disrespected
to
him
point it
sir.
earlier.
out.
Okay.
You're
I'm
so
just
Yeah.
pointing it
Yes,
inconsiderate.
out.
I do. Yes, I'm aware of that. But you were the first person to crash out on this panel, and you're not black. So what does that say about your people?
Yeah,
You,
Valera, you
I,
wouldn't even show your
all I
face. You
heard,
wouldn't even show your face.
all I heard was that first part. I agree
You
with
wouldn't
you.
even show your face,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I'll say it again. You were the first person to crash out on my panel today. You were the first one. What does that say about you?
If that's what you
He
consider
sleep. He
crashing
sleep.
out, you just might be soft. I don't know, man. You just
No, no,
gotta
it's not. It's not
redefine
soft.
what you think
Not as
crashing.
soft as
Because
your
me
baby arm when
personally,
you're
I
Crashing
lashing
think
out.
out, yeah,
crashing out.
crashing out.
I think
Crashing out
crashing
is
out is
devolving. I'll tell you what crashing out means. Crashing out means devolving to insults or hollering, as I like to call it, whenever you can't engage into an argument. And based off
so.
of what
So
you did
according
here,
to you,
you
crashing
started to
out is an
scream,
insult.
you started to yell, you
So
started to
you're a
hurl
soft
insults at
little
me,
bitch.
and you got upset because hey, this guy's smart. I can't combat anything that he's saying, so I'm just gonna hurl insult. That's a
Who,
crash out.
Justice? You're talking about
No, you.
Justice?
No,
Talking
you.
Oh,
about
You did
you.
that.
Oh, okay.
guy. Is this
Wait, but
guy
wait,
like?
who's the guy that was uneducated? I failed to speak to. Justice
Can I,
Is
Mr.
this your read?
Spike? Is
And
it okay if I
justice.
say something real quick?
Oh, I'm
and
sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Justice?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
but I need
Get
to.
the
I need
fuck
to.
out of
I
here.
would like not to be interrupted, if it's possible.
Go ahead,
It'll
Grandma.
be kind of hard with
Can
Okay.
we
Valera,
just
but
drop him so
If
we can actually have a conversation?
It's hard when you dry it out like
is
50 years.
anybody familiar with the comedian Paul Mooney?
No, but I know the
Yes.
nigger Kevin.
Be quiet. Okay. He
I
said
know
this
Are
in
you
Kevin
fucking
Hart.
1989
serious, T-Bone, bro?
because hold on, because this
Did you
young man
call
up
him
here,
a
hold
bitch?
on, he
I
called
didn't
us
say the. I
monkeys. He called the
said
black people
nibbler.
monkeys. Now,
Nibbler.
he said,
That's not what you said,
That's
motherfucker.
definitely not
listen,
what you
hold on,
said.
and it's
Nibbler.
still,
Yes, I did.
hold
That's
on,
why
guys.
bro won't show his face. He's
Listen to
scared.
I
me.
said nibbler.
Just listen to me.
I didn't even say the N
Okay.
word.
Paul Mooney said this in 1989. He said, have you took a good look at
I
a
say the N word
monkey?
too.
He said, a monkey
All right,
has
stop muting me. I'm
thin,
not gonna.
he said, a monkey has thin lips. Take a good look at a monkey. A
Pretty
monkey
funny. You're
has
delivering this
light
very well.
eyes.
Okay, so monkey
Take
has
a
thin
good look
lips and
at a
light
monkey.
eyes. Okay, what
A
else?
monkey has straight hair.
Okay,
Take a good look at a monkey.
I don't
Now,
have
what
straight hair.
black man have you seen that has any of those characteristics
You delivered this
and
very
The
looks
well.
ones,
like a monkey?
yeah. Can I answer? Can I
Now,
respond?
try again,
Every
kid.
fucking black person in Africa,
We
literally.
don't have thin lips. They don't have
If
thin
you take,
lips.
hold on,
They
can I
don't have
respond?
straight
Can
hair,
I
and they
respond?
don't have
What
light
is this?
eyes.
You just asked me a
Monkey.
question. You don't want me to respond.
Monkey.
No, no.
Shut up.
He's asking you.
Okay,
You
He's
Neanderthal
the
getting
cave
response is
triggered
very
dweller.
right now.
simple. The
You're
response
getting
is
You
very
triggered
little
simple.
right now.
If you take
Neanderthal
There's
any
no
cave
average,
response.
can I,
dweller.
host, you're
You
gonna have to let me.
There
fucking
is no response. No,
monkey.
shut up. There's no
I
response
need
for
to
you. You're getting
respond.
dragged right now.
You
The fact
Shut
that
fucking
you think you
T-Bone,
get a
monkey.
unmute that
response is
You're a
motherfucker.
weird.
You
faggot.
Hey,
wet.
You're
what are we talking?
just
We
You
you're
talking about
just
wet.
up
monkeys?
here
Why
to
are we
get
talking
You're a
about
abused.
faggot.
monkeys?
You're
Because he
Every
you're
called
time
you
he
just up
ran
here
around
to
the
monkeys.
get
pool, I
abused.
know
Animal
his mother
You're
threw
getting
monkeys.
a
him
That's
little bit
why
Yeah,
we're
more.
we're
talking
about to say
about
it again.
monkeys.
You're just getting a little bit more of the treatment your father gave you when you were too slow to get the remote, right? You're getting the back of the fist right now.
I just know your mother was so
Oh
happy when you would
damn.
run around the pool.
Can
She
we
was
just
hoping you'd
drop him
slip
so
in
we
and
can
the
get
bubbles
back
would
to the
stop.
prompt? I would actually like to
He
talk about this instead of
Guys,
just dogging
he's
him.
gonna
You
run.
guys know,
He's
you
Oh,
about
guys know,
he's
you
about
guys
to
know
leave.
he's
that
about to time out.
all of this with this little fella here could have been avoided if his mother had a wet towel. Either she swallowed or she let it hit the pillow.
Or if we brought back
All of
Foley.
him would have
Okay.
been avoided.
All right, so
All
can
they
we
had to
get
do
back
was do
to
that.
who's pro 2A, who's anti 2A?
I bet tied 2A,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I don't know if that's what everybody wants to talk
Oh
about. But if
damn.
you want to
Well,
talk
I mean,
about
that was the
shit,
prompt, was it not? I mean, that's what we were originally talking
Oh
we
about.
have
yeah.
multiple
That's why I came
topics
up
on the
here.
background. But yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, anti
That's why I
2A.
came up here, man. Because
Oh, okay,
I
yeah,
love having 2A debates.
nice.
Oh yeah. Anybody else anti 2A? I think it's crazy time to be anti 2A right now with all these files coming out too. But
I would
Why would
switch
it
my
be?
position if we could take out all the people that were in the files, but I don't
I
think
mean,
it's
you're gonna have to go to
realistic.
your local academy or pawn shop, and then go take you a class. And then, yeah.
And then you're going to have to get you're going to have to get your ass prepared because you're going to get anally raped in prison after you shoot him. Congratulations.
What are you talking
What did
about?
the
What are
file
you
have
talking
anything
about?
to do with
I
2A?
Where's Luigi Mangione? The
Yeah,
fuck?
he not in prison. He's about to get his charges dropped.
Dropped? Are
Yeah,
you crazy?
no. Yeah, he will be dropped and he will be a free man. Why? What's wrong with
How?
Uh,
that?
how are we coming to that conclusion?
That is the
Do I need to
Spike,
dumbest
go
shit
look
I've
some
I'm
heard all
stuff
sorry,
day.
up?
guys. I don't mean to interrupt. Spike, can you
Well,
drop me
I
down
can.
so I can make up my bed and get my breakfast
I want
going?
Yeah.
everybody
So
in the
T.
motherfucking room saying
Absolutely.
right
Thank
now,
you for
white
having me up.
power.
I gave you a.
So T-Bone,
Everybody
you asked
saying in
how
this
we
room,
get. So you're asking how did we get to that
everybody,
conclusion?
white
Yeah.
power.
Yeah, because his
Everybody say white
backpack.
power.
Remember when the cop walked in McDonald's and he searched his bag? Remember that?
Yes.
That was the only piece of evidence that they have, and that was thrown out because it violated his fourth.
Yeah, they
So
have
what
no
other
evidence
evidence
for
do
him.
they have? They have no clothes, they have no weapon, they have no discharge, they have nothing.
Yeah,
Based on what are
he's
they
going
gonna
free.
charge him?
He's going
Wow.
free.
This is the dumbest
Well,
shit I've heard all day.
yeah, I'm actually willing
Well,
to have
well,
this
well,
conversation, T-Bone.
no, I actually didn't know that that was thrown out, but
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, his a lot of shit
I
got
and
thrown
I
out.
haven't looked at the case, but I'm assuming. Well, what else got thrown out? Because I'm sure
Well,
they
that
have
was
the video evidence. I'm
That
sure
was like
they
the
did. Did
main
they get any
thing.
confessions from him?
no, they have no confessions. The backpack that they searched was illegally searched, so the judge threw that out. The only other evidence that they had was
Those
the
pictures, and you can't
description.
tell his
Yeah, the
face.
pictures. Yeah, you
You can't
can't.
you can't differentiate if that's him or not. The only clear picture
Nope.
they have is when he was in Starbucks.
Yep.
They
And
haven't done
Wow.
the
He's
full
gonna
write
walk
discovery
free.
though.
oh yeah, the
I would
dude is
make
gonna
money on
walk
it.
free.
OJ walked free, so
This is the dumbest shit. You really think if you actually walk free that anybody would let him survive? Shut the hell up.
why wouldn't they? Kyle Rittenhouse is living around. Casey Anthony is living her
Yes,
life.
but they didn't.
Nobody
That
freaking
wasn't a
heard.
federal charge against a billionaire.
But
Sorry.
Casey Anthony was on a massive scale of promotion of unaliving her kids. So I'm
That
pretty
wasn't
sure
a
no
billionaire.
parent you think has gone crazy and be
That
like,
wasn't
that's
a billionaire.
terrible.
Just like Virginia unalived herself. Please get real.
Just like how every whistleblower at Boeing magically unalives themselves in the parking
They
lot.
left
I
the
get it.
country.
No, I
Edward
doubt.
Snowden left the country.
Well, Snowden did that because the government was after him,
Exactly.
full
Same
force
situation.
U.S. government, and they would have gotten him if it wasn't for what was it? Cooperation of the Russians, or I forgot what it was, but basically the only reason Snowden didn't go is because there was a clerical error in his name, and they were trying to nab him.
Oh my goodness. You're not seeing the parallels here, and it's a problem.
I mean, Snowden's living his life. I don't think this guy's gonna have to go to Russia. Nobody's gonna really remember his face.
Nobody's
So
gonna
hold on, let
remember
me
his
get this
face.
straight.
You think
Okay.
just because he nailed the CEO of a insurance company that he's just automatically going to get popped? Like, I think that's pretty funny.
They're
But
federally charging him for unaliving a billionaire. I think that he's not going to have much protection.
he can go buy a
Protection from
PQ. I
what?
mean,
In
but
people's
what are you
eyes, he's a
talking about?
damn
You think he's going to
hero.
get
If he did,
What
freaking?
are you talking
in
about?
people's eyes, but we're not talking about people. We're talking about individuals that could get hitmen. Virginia didn't
Wait, so
unalive
What, are
herself.
you, what
Epstein
Virginia
correlation
didn't
do you have?
unalive
Giuffre?
himself.
Yeah, we know that. Why isn't Kyle hit Rittenhouse like he said and
That
all of
wasn't
these
a.
other
Oh my
ones?
fucking god! Was that a
Hold
billionaire?
on. He
But
doesn't
these are
None of these were
people
matter.
that were on
billionaires.
public trial. People hate Kyle Rittenhouse way more than they hate Luigi.
Oh my god! It
They don't
doesn't.
even have the story straight.
You don't have to hire a hitman for Kyle Rittenhouse. Any regular person will just catch him on the street. We're talking about people
Why
that
is he
hire
still alive?
hitmen
Why is he still alive then?
because nobody
Why
hired a
is
hitman
Casey
to get
Anthony
his
still
ass.
alive?
Casey Anthony is on TikTok and nobody fucks with her. That doesn't make a difference. She unalived a non-billionaire.
She just unalived a child. I would say
She
that's way
unlived a
worse.
non-billionaire. My point. Jesus Christ.
So hold on. So
Oh,
what would be
so you
what
think
would
just
be
because
more
you're
And
a
people still
billionaire,
make
beneficial?
there's
crazy
just going to be
Anthony
this
jokes to this
massive
day.
cabal of people going after him?
We have not seen anything like this in a very long time. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about in a few months.
Okay, sure.
That
I
don't
mean,
even make no
hopefully
sense,
more
right?
billionaires get drug out in the street. Maybe
If you
that'll
say
teach them a
so.
lesson.
I don't see it being that easy to get him off of any case like this. If anything, they're going to find something. If they don't find anything to charge him with, or if they don't find him unalived in a cell, then you're going to definitely see some repercussions for that action.
Do you think there's
It's
going to be a
definitely going
giant
to get away
cabal if he
from
gets
that.
set free, basically, because he killed a billionaire? You think like he's like they're on the Epstein list, basically,
I don't
and
say
he's
he's on the
got.
Epstein list. I mean, specifically, we
Well,
haven't
I'm
seen
just
anything like this.
exaggerating, ma'am. I'm just
We haven't seen
exaggerating.
anything like this in a long time, where a person that rich has been unalived. Not
Franz
since the time
Ferdinand.
of the Buffetts.
Look what happened to him.
Which one?
Franz Ferdinand.
Oh, Franz Ferdinand was an anomaly. That was like back in the day. That was way back.
That was an anomaly that caused World War One. Crazy.
That
No, I'm
happened
saying that
in
he
my
was.
country. Yeah, that happened in my country.
Yes, I'm saying that didn't
You're
happen.
just
That
saying it's an
happened, and it was like.
anomaly that literally caused one of the bloodiest wars.
I'm not saying it's an anomaly because it caused an incident. I'm talking about an anomaly where he got unalived. He got assassinated. That was an anomaly. That usually doesn't happen. Not a lot in that
got
country, at
assassinated.
least.
That usually doesn't happen.
In that country,
When
no.
Trump got shot at, does that not happen?
I said in that
Did you see
country.
that?
In that country.
Well, I'm talking about America.
How's Trump's ear doing, by the way? I mean, it looks like he's
That was
Wolverine.
black.
That
Who
shit
cares?
really looks like
Who
it healed
That was
really
black.
well.
Please. And then he held his fist up
He's,
like anybody fucking believes that shit.
I mean,
healing factor is
come on,
on.
you knew he was going to win, though.
Same
After
fucking
that,
At
thing.
this point.
I don't care who you are. That was a badass picture.
Eh?
Do you think that orange skin is a superpower? I'm
No,
really thinking
not at
that.
all. What are
Like,
you talking
the
about?
orange skin, the orange skin
game where
is a
game
part of his like
third.
his genetic mutation. That's what triggered his healing factor.
Healing
What are
factor
you
is
even
crazy.
on?
Just like everybody has a healing factor in X-Men, apparently. It's so fucking ridiculous.
Game recognizes game. Sorry, it was a badass moment.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong.
Do you think it was the
Lincoln
healing
Bedford
factor or was it
Forrest
a
has
magic
some
band-aid?
badass moments. I mean, shit.
Was it the healing factor or was it a magic band-aid?
No, it's just a picture. That's what I was just talking about.
I think it's his dollars that fixed the ear.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, you have the availability of the best plastic surgeons in the world? What? You can make my ear look like it never happened because it got grazed? Crazy. Like, I don't know why this is so hard to think that he actually got shot in the ear, or grazed even. And to think that was planned, I think is pretty funny. They got freaking Jason Bourne up in the rafters, you know. And Trump is actually anti 2A, I would argue anyway. He's not pro 2A. He banned bump stocks.
Admir, you see that the FBI reported today that they're worried about domestic drone attacks?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
was
have you ever
reading that
played
earlier.
the game War Thunder? Oh, they should be.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. That shit is
You ever
crazy.
seen War Thunder pilots or Armed Reforger pilots? Those are going to be the next drone operators, I'm telling you.
Can you guys give me 1 second? T-Bone, are you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you mod this account? And when you do get a chance, live before this one, can you please give me recording access on that one? Whenever you get a chance.
Gotcha.
So who's actually anti 2A here?
Be up too bloody.
You said host you're anti 2A? Why? Why are you anti 2A?
I
Who the
don't
hell is
think that
anti-2A?
I mean, host said he was. I mean, that's what I was asking. That's what really the problem.
T-Bone ain't anti-2A.
I am anti-2A.
Yeah, that's
You're
what I
not
was.
2A. You're not you're not absolute. No, you're
I
not.
didn't know you spoke for him.
Well, I know him. we've hung out in these TikTok streets. So he's not a
Can you speak for him?
absolute two-way.
You
Yes.
people. You people.
Okay,
I didn't
to a
know. I didn't know you
degree,
spoke for
you would be
host.
correct, but not as far as as far as like the position that I take on um uh what would be best for society. No, like I truly do believe that the best thing for society would be the removal of all firearms.
Can you
So
tell me? Can you tell me a country that has no firearms and that is safe?
um that is completely safe. No, I could give you some that are safer,
Which
but
ones?
not completely safe. Japan
Give
is
me.
safer than we are.
Japan does certainly have pew pews.
yeah, they
They're
have
allowed to
weapons.
get
Less,
citizens are allowed to get pew pews, but they have to go through rigorous, background and training.
And I
So
think
it's
it's pretty.
harder
I
to
think
get.
it's
Yes.
I think it's pretty not comparable too when you're talking about a country like America that has how many 8 billion pew pews that are just floating around compared to a Japan that never really had a industry of that sorts. And I just think it's very disingenuous to compare any country that never had the amount of firearms that
no.
the USA has. So, like, if you want to compare to Australia, you should look at them. They did a whole national buyback, and yet their B&Es breaking and enterings skyrocketed right after that happened too.
The amount of people that unalive from firearms before and after is what I'm looking at as my metric. So it wouldn't be disingenuous to look at what their ratings were before and after they removed those firearms
But no
or heavily
country has had the
regulated.
amount of firearms that we do. That's what I'm arguing.
But it
Even the
doesn't matter.
UK
It
doesn't
wouldn't matter
have
about
the
the amount of
access
firearms that you
or
have.
ever had even a smidge of access like Americans have had.
But it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. That's
Mm,
like saying we're gonna count how many black people are there, and there's only one black person, and you're gonna go to like an African country or something like that, and then count the many black people,
You people.
and be like, that doesn't matter. The location doesn't matter. Whatever. We're gonna go
that's
to
not
Nordic France, or I mean Nordic Greenland. We're gonna do a count or whatever of how many chopsticks or something, and then we're gonna go to Japan and count how many chopsticks, and then you're gonna compare how many people eat with those chopsticks. I think that's freaking disingenuous.
okay.
You know what I'm like trying to say though.
I get what you're saying with that. I disagree with that.
I don't know. I think I'm the opposite. I think if everybody was armed, it'd be a safer place. But
Yeah, I agree with him. I agree with him. However, I do also agree that the training and the background should be rigorous.
see, I'm okay with that. I'm always down with more training. I'm never gonna. And people like blow up on me when I advocate for hunter's education being taught in like middle school because I'm sorry, but you're not gonna know when your kids go to their friend's house in middle school. I used to ride a bike and go to 3 or 4 different buddies' house. My parents would never know. And when old buddy pulls out a pew pew and nobody knows how to work it, and then somebody accidentally gets popped because they didn't know have any firearm training, and they're like, "Oh, I would never let my kid at their house." And I'm like, "You were a kid once. You went to
I
people's houses you weren't
and
allowed
where's
to."
your spoons at as well? Right over there where these boats at the top. Yes, ma'am.
Admir, you really think with the like trending to being more unintelligent in this country that we would be trending in a better position if we armed the uneducated individuals?
Well, that's why I
Educated's
said.
already unarmed. What are you talking about? Have you been to the South? The uneducated's already armed. What are you talking about? Come to Alabama. Come to
Jesus
Mississippi.
Christ.
Come to South Carolina.
I
Please.
live in South Carolina.
What
I
part?
live
Go
in South
Tigers,
Carolina.
baby. You better not be a
No,
Gamecock fan.
no. Well, first, I'm definitely not. I'm neither. I'm
You?
from New York. I've only lived here 5 years.
What part you at, man? I'm in Anderson County, bro.
I'm in York County.
Okay. Not too far, not too far.
So I remember back in high school, you know, we would be riding in pickup trucks and cars and all that, and every car had a pew pew. Literally, every car had a pew pew. We never had instances until that fateful day in April of 1999.
What was
That
that,
day,
Columbine?
yeah, that day changed everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, yeah, you've had a major culture shift, and you now have all these kids that are on SSRIs.
Yeah,
I'm blaming the SRIs. I love it.
and I remember Dylan and Eric. You can man,
Oh yeah, mood
these
altering medication doesn't alter their mood at all. Crazy concept, right? Whoever mocked the SSRI stuff, that's
Hmm.
hilarious.
but you would have to prove that Dylan and Eric were on any kind of medications because that's been debunked that they were ever on any
Yeah, but the
medications.
majority of these computers are on them. I'm not saying all.
I was one of those Columbine shooter. Well, one of the Columbine kids was on like Abilify or something, or am I bugging?
Who?
That's where they were saying in the documentary. It was like Abilify or something like that. I might be bugging about the name of it. I think it was. Let me see. One sec.
Listen, I can't answer that question. I just know that Dylan was weird. I remember at parties he was always the fucked up. Eric was just the quiet one, and he was a straight A fucking student. I don't know what the fuck happened, man. That was goddamn.
I'm like 13 medications, so that's why I was like, wait, the medication name doesn't seem familiar. That seemed old.
It's
But
just
that's the
weird
one thing on the
because
report.
it's still weird because I'll still drive through the neighborhood and I'll still drive like Dylan's house. That should it's just a weird. I never understood that one. That
It's
one I
eerie.
never understood.
It's eerie as fuck. Because they let some people go, but not all people go, and they were just like very. Mind you, that isn't like uncharacteristic, but still, it was just a weird show of specific, very specific empathy, and it just didn't make any fucking sense.
None whatsoever. It was.
If you got a Discord invite, it is the official Red Room, Blue Room. You don't have to join, but it is officially open.
Beyond,
How
I got
many fucking
invited
accounts
to.
do you have?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I'm up to like 7 or 8 now.
Damn, I
Oh,
have 18.
damn.
And still not one of them can hold a panel right now. Not one of them. None of them have live access.
See, here's the thing. I have 8 accounts, but they're all named after demons, so not many people are going to go into those accounts. I have Ray Beelzebub, I have Ray Asmodeus, Ray Azazel, Ray Lucifer, Ray Satan. I have a few others that I forgot.
I never recognized that.
Listen, I'm just glad that by the end of the year, Bill is going to be a full-blown liberal.
She's skirting right past liberal. Are you kidding me? She's going straight past liberal, right to commie, baby.
Oh, shit. Well, she comes from a commie country, so that wouldn't surprise me.
I know. I know. We've had some very deep, long talks about it. We're almost there.
I would go straight commie if communism was in my country. I would
I mean,
do
you don't
that
have to
in.
have
Are
had
you
it to have it
cuckoo?
now.
You are cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs. It's not
Oh,
even
don't
funny.
lie to the people, Belle.
Are you
Don't lie
kidding
to
me? Did you
them.
hear? Oh, hold on. We had a guy. This morning, Admir. We had a guy come in here. I could smell them. All right. I could hear it in their voice.
Damn.
Guess
I
what
didn't know
his
you could.
name was? Stop. Guess what his name was?
I don't know.
Ermir. Admir. Ermir.
Airmere?
Yeah.
The fuck is
So,
Airmere?
Ermir, do you know how many Mirs there are? You've got like 1,000 Albanian names with the ending Mir.
Because you all are. Yeah. Okay. Keep
Bosnian
moving.
names too. What are you talking about? You're one of them. Anyway, and so we're talking. He gives whatever, talks about all the shit, and I go, "Sir, where are you from?" He goes, "Albania."
Oh shit.
I said, "I fucking knew it." So we got to the whole communism thing. Bex, did you hear me? What I said to him? That I was pissed off that Albanians, after the dictator, unalived, they put in power. What do you call it? The dictator's right hand man, right? Who claimed to be who claimed to be a, what's it called? A Democrat, right? And they thought that they were going to get something better. No, absolutely not. All of it was shit. That kind of dictatorship communism that happened back then was not a good thing at all. Except for a few things, Bex. Just the free housing was nice. Right, Admir?
Oh, Belle. And that's all I'm gonna say.
What is it?
Because you confuse the fucking. You're worse than me.
Why? No, I'm not. I'm not a flip flopper.
Oh my. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. All right.
Although yesterday I got called it, which is funny.
No, she doesn't flip flop. She just doesn't agree with any of the things she voted for, which just seems like a weird Stockholm syndrome
That
situation.
doesn't make sense. What do you mean I don't agree with any of the things I voted for? Like,
You don't.
make that make sense.
You don't name
Like
one thing
what?
that you agree.
Right now with Donald Trump?
Yes.
I
See, there you go.
like
For
that
improvement.
Well, now hold on a minute, because for 3 years on this app, I've been wanting to keep Europeans out. Illegal Europeans, of course, and he halted the lottery
Hi.
system.
Sorry, I went grab me something to eat over there. So, thank you. Have a blessed day.
I
That's
hate
right,
how,
guys. He's
Oh
scaring
shit,
me.
my bad.
mind you, this is only really looked into by the forensic accountants, but he did stop, what is it called? The Foreign Corruptions Act that for 180 days. It was specifically 180 days, and people speculate it's because his own corporations that funded him were being investigated. So they halted it for 180 days specifically. They had no explanation as to why. Even explanations that people were assuming the reasons were just fucking farce. They were false and farce. It was like during a random time, it might have been earlier this year, maybe. It was for 180 days. And the Foreign Corruptions Act is basically to make sure that American businesses don't destabilize other governments, or they don't try to pay off other governments and bribe in order to get favorable treatment, because that destabilizes their central government in other countries, and then it creates bad business practices, which makes the U.S. potentially look bad overall. And mind you, that's ironic, because the United States is known for staging coups and creating political propaganda and then putting people in power in other countries that are more easily malleable than the previous allegiances that they had. So they're kind of known for this. So I don't know how they thought that this was going to actually increase anything with the Foreign Corruptions Act, but I felt like that was just an interesting tidbit.
So, Bill, so you agree with him, halting and all of that when it comes to immigration?
Yeah, I should have.
Okay, so tell me something.
The
Is
lottery
there
system
any,
in Europe.
is there any legislation that's being done when it comes to immigration?
No.
Okay. So all he's doing is enforcing the laws that are in place. Agreed?
Yes, but he halted the lottery system.
Yeah,
The
but a
lottery
lottery
visas.
system.
The lottery visas for all across Europe.
Great. I don't give a shit about that because those visas allowed how many per year?
Each country has a different number.
No, I'm talking in totality.
Oh, I don't know at the top.
Yeah, it was less than 50,000.
From
So
Europe?
from the world, from everybody, that was the lottery system.
Are you crazy, Admir? Just from Albania, there was like 12,000. What are you talking about?
Hold on. Let me pull this up.
12,000 or 1,200? I don't know. You have to look. I don't remember. Maybe it was 1,200. Oh my god.
Well, I'm having what is it called? My cystic ovarian syndrome handle. It's like revision surgery. It's like my umpteenth one. I'm having it next Friday. They moved it up. So pray for my sanity. I hate surgery. Well, I don't hate surgery, but I hate traveling. So we'll see how that goes.
So I was right. So, well, so I said 50,000. It's 55,000, Bell.
For the year?
Yes, annually. That's why it's called the lottery system. Not everybody can.
What about the years prior?
This has been since 1996 because it became into the INA. Now, unless you can find something different, I'm open. I'm tired of being fucking poor. I'm tired of it. I'm tired.
Tired of being poor is crazy.
I am, bro. I am.
And still being a right winger. Damn, I'm kidding. Yes.
Damn. Okay.
No, where you been at?
Admir, you're not poor, bro. You are not poor.
Bro. Listen, if I can't walk into a goddamn dealership and cash out a brand new C63 AMG, I'm poor.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now, if you're talking like Kia Solace or whatever, sure, I guess.
Also been recording some executive order.
Oh man, I just want a good like 2 week vacations somewhere where there's nobody there.
I'm
Give me a
sorry. I
bunch of
got the number of the entrances mixed up with the number of how many get it.
yeah. No, you're good. No, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, 55,000. Yeah, okay, fine.
It's still a lot. Still a lot.
It is. I'm not gonna say it's not. It is.
But he put a halt on other visas too, not just the lottery, but whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, he can do that all he wants. I mean, at the end of the day, what I voted for, I did not get, and I will never get.
Which was what exactly?
So I wanted him to come in here and reform the immigration system completely. Got it out.
Where did he ever say that that's what he was gonna do?
When you go and talk about immigration and how you want to fix the system, that's exactly what you're talking about. You want to fix the system. Well, how are you fixing the system if you're only enforcing the current one? Can you make that make sense?
No, but I never got that from him to where I thought that he was gonna gut or fix or reform.
Okay, so then what did he run on? Because that was the key.
He
That
ran
was
on
number one.
deportation. Deportation. Deporte.
Okay, in order to deport people, what must happen, Bill?
What do you mean? What must happen?
What must happen?
People gotta go.
Is that the only thing?
What are you talking about? Reform?
Yes. And if that's the case, then tell me, then why is his numbers in the fiscal year of 2025 have the lowest numbers of any president in the last 100 years? Joe Biden
Because
deported 3 times more.
because he's not deporting as much as the other presidents are. That's why, Admir.
Because why?
This is what.
No. Hold on. Because why?
Because he's not doing any kind of reform.
So he's not doing what he said he was gonna do.
I don't think he
And
promised.
his tactics are ineffective.
I don't think he promised reform or
That's
fixing
not what
the
I asked,
system.
Bill. That's not what I just asked.
It doesn't matter. He didn't promise you
He promised that he was gonna have the largest deportation
that.
ever.
Yes, he lied.
So why?
about that.
Okay. So then,
Well, it's
all right.
only the second
But
year,
I'm so confused
technically,
though,
or
Admir,
first year.
because you're not making any sense. Because you said that you changed your mind because your friend was deported because he had been here for so many years. Okay, this
Damn, that's
this
fucked
I
up.
remember specifically. Now my question to you is, he is literally barely deporting anyone. Why is the left mad?
Well,
White nation deportation.
So I've always had the same stance when it comes to this, Bill. If a person has been in the United States for 10, 15, 20 years, and the only crime that they committed was this little petty felony, misdemeanor, right? Crossing over, which is petty, nothing to it. And that's the only crime that they committed. Yet they built a family, they created jobs, they do all of these things. They should not be deported.
Well, unfortunately, Admir,
Hold on, that's not. Hold on, I didn't say unfortunate.
I thought you were done.
No.
Oh, okay.
So they should not be deported. You should give them the opportunity because they haven't done nothing else. For
What was
fuck's
his
sake,
paperwork expired?
What, my neighbors?
Yeah. Are you talking about the person?
So to make the long story short, is he was here since like 1997, 8.
Wait. Before you continue, I don't know if you told this story, but you don't have to tell me it if you don't want to. If you don't feel
No. It's I said this 100 times.
Okay.
So he came here and then got caught like 3-4 years into his being here, and then he was ordered deported, right?
Okay.
But then he stayed. I mean, he wasn't enforced. I mean, he stayed here for 30 years. Got married, built a very successful business, has over like 50 people that are working for him. You know what I mean? He's got paper. Oh yeah, he's got paper. And the dude has never even had such as a parking ticket.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? And somebody called. I mean, we have suspicions, but it's been never confirmed on who. You know what I mean? And so it's one of those. They showed up at like 6 a.m. and they were like, oh, blah blah blah. They took him in, and so now he's fighting. He got released on a $250,000 bond. It was cash only bond. They didn't give him surety, so we got the money and all of that. And so I guess where my whole thing is, if you have a person who's been living here such a long time, he's contributed to the society, why not give him the opportunity? Because it's going to cost you more to deport him.
In the end, yeah.
In the end, it's going to cost you way more, not only to deport him, but what's going to happen to those people that work for him? You're going to lose out on everything. So to me, this is pretty much on a damn, like the ego. Trump has an ego that he just can't let go. And you can't tell me otherwise. Because if that's the case, then why did he change his mind on the agriculture and the hospitality section? Because then he turned around and said, well, wait a second, we didn't think this straight through. They are good people. Maybe we need to figure out a plan. Well, motherfucker, you didn't say that when you were running. How are you going to pick and choose on which sections you want to? You see where I'm going? It's like, well, what the hell is going on? And that's what I have the biggest problem is, well, you get to pick and choose on what fits your narrative. And that's what bothers me about this whole thing. It's like, well, okay, I can meet you halfway to say, all right, if you went through the process, right? You came here, you claimed for asylum, you went in front of the judge, and judge was like, listen, there's nothing here. I asked you for proof and all that. Fine, I have no problem. Deport their ass immediately. Gone. Sayonara. Fuck out of here. But the
But
people
wouldn't this
who
make Donald Trump consistent though? Like, in certain aspects, like I do have problems with certain things that Donald Trump is doing. Don't get me wrong, I definitely do. But if there is one thing I will say, he is pretty consistent, right? And when I say that, like, most people didn't know until I said it. He wanted to pack 250,000 Ukrainians up. Those are Europeans. I don't think I've ever met a black Ukrainian. That's one thing. But him, like, getting rid of not just black people, but we're seeing that it's even affecting the white people or the European people, however you want to perceive them, whatever it is, right? But it's also affecting them just as much. So I will give Donald Trump one thing. Nobody can necessarily say, oh, he's racist. No, his ass is doing it to them white people too. And if you don't believe it, there's multiple white people, even on TikTok, who will attest to this because they've been affected by it as well. So, I mean, I will say he's consistent. And when it comes to the business aspect, I mean, I can give you that, right? And I think that there could be some sort of workaround, like, right, like if you're contributing to society, and especially if you're not doing it in an illegal way, maybe there's a workaround, but is that fair to the individuals who still had to wait 10, 15, 5, however many years versus you who already came over here, you well established? Who's to say that that individual who's waiting 10 years couldn't have done the same as the other person? The only difference is you came over, you didn't get caught, and now that you got caught. If you get where I'm going with that, just so I can keep a long story short, but I am
no,
with
no,
you on that. So I think that there could be, but what is it? Like how do you get to
no.
that?
I see what you're saying though, right? But what we don't see is, and it could be because the media, you know what I mean? Because there's
Of
nobody
course.
that can sit here that that media isn't propagandizing this whole thing, that. But I haven't
Operation
seen many
Mockingbird.
cases. Yeah, I haven't seen many cases where ICE or anybody have picked up, white people or Europeans. And I posted a video and I tagged, RTP and all of these big creators, and within 30 seconds that video got taken down. We were down in, I'm sure you heard of it, in Nogales, Arizona, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's literally on the border. And so as we're pulling in, the dude that was in front of me, he was a Mexican dude, me in the middle, and the dude that was behind me, he was from Ghana. Like dark, dark, dark dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
They pull up, the dude in front of me pulls up, they ask him a question, and they tell him, hey, pull over. You know what I mean? Like, we got to do a little bit more investigation. I pull up, they're like, hey, you're a citizen? I'm like, yeah, have a good day. They don't tell me a damn thing, right? The Ghana dude behind me, they pull him as well. And I'm like, wait a second. So they pulled the Mexican, they pulled the Ghana. Why didn't they pull me in? They said the same thing that I did because we're all on CB.
Oh, for fuck's
And
sake,
it's a
hold
simple.
on now, Admir. Now, are you also now, you've also changed this too? Now you do think that they're racially
Hold
profiling?
on, no, hold on. I didn't change this. I've been very consistent when it comes to this. I've said that ICE
You used to complain
majority.
about when people use, when the left always used to make shit about race.
Hold on. You're not understanding me. This has nothing to do what you think it does. Well, my claim is that the ICE has been empowered by SCOTUS to basically racially profile. If you read Kavanaugh's ruling and his opinion, the ICE officer, in conjunction, can detain you by your accent, by the way that you look, what you drive, where you stand, where you work, all of that.
So basically, if you could just fake an American accent, you can basically get away with anything.
Uh, that's what it seems like. This is not my opinion, Bell. This is SCOTUS, Supreme Court.
Yeah, I mean, well, I do one thing. I do necessarily, and some people may not like this, but hey, it is what it is. I think that English should be the. Like, it's not like you have to speak English, but like when you come to America, Americans were speaking English and were speaking Spanish, French, the native languages essentially. Then I don't want to talk about Indians and all that. I'm not doing all of that. Right. I'm not having that. Oh my God, Indians and this. I'm not doing that. Right. But like when you go to France, it's French. When you go to Spain, it's Spanish. Right. But when you come to America, why can't it be English? Right. Nobody's saying, oh, you must speak it. But I mean, if you come to America, most of the people here, you know what I mean? A lot of people are going to speak English.
But do people
Trey,
really
where
have
you
an
located?
issue?
Illinois now.
But Trey,
Illinois.
do they
Okay.
really have an
I just want to
issue?
let them know that there's a Somalian running around somewhere.
I'm not saying not a Somali.
Yeah. No, but Trey, is there really people that are complaining that he does designated English as the official language, or that you have to learn? Because I agree with him. There's
No,
no
so
reason
yeah, you
why.
haven't heard like certain panels. No, America shouldn't designate English. That's another sign of white supremacy. There's Spanish people that come here. There's French people that come here. America should not make English the mandatory. Huh? Why not? So Americans can't have a. Every time I hear this, especially from people who are native born Americans or even from America, like it's just like they're shitting on America. And you're American? No, what? Damn, what can we have? If you American and you don't, it's like anytime Americans say, "Hey, we should do this." No, we shouldn't do that at all. That excludes this. I don't know, man. No, Justice, you ain't heard that.
Yeah.
No. Oh, my fault.
No, I've heard that before.
Okay, I thought I was tripping. Is it me or is it a conspiracy, my brother?
No, my bad. My phone cut out. No, but I don't have an issue on the trade. The English should be the only
Oh yeah, no,
language
not
that's
saying you
recognized. You
though.
know what I mean?
Yeah, not
Yeah,
saying you
I
though.
don't. No, I mean, but I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've ever heard even a lefty complain about that.
That is actually comedy. That is mainly who I hear say
Really?
that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't. I mean, I do give Trump a lot of credit, and that's probably the only thing that I agree with him is that if you want to get your CDL or your license, you must speak English. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Even my own mother, who doesn't speak a lick of English, will tell you the same thing.
Honestly,
You
like I
should do.
wouldn't like, especially in America. Like honestly, like Americans become one of those. Like if you're bilingual, especially in Spanish, you can pretty much make it damn near in any job. But like you know, like with certain jobs, I think should require or demand certain languages. Like I know if you work at an airport, there's certain positions for certain languages. If you're Chinese, we have a specific position for you. If you speak, you know, Hebrew, we have a specific. You know, there's different positions for different people.
Yeah. I mean, and that's how it should be. I mean, I think, listen, man,
Hell, hell yeah,
this
especially
the
at a
social
call center. I
fucking
want to speak to
media,
an English person, please. Please speak English. And there's
yo,
nothing.
man.
I, I don't care how you take it, but I want to speak to somebody that I can understand. I'm sorry.
And that is my biggest pet peeve, bro. Because if I call, somebody and all of that, listen, I mean, this isn't putting down, but I'm gonna speak somebody that speaks English. I don't want to speak to fucking Ahmed down in Pakistan,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
The fuck I want to talk to him for,
I'm gonna be on the
you
phone for
know?
45 minutes trying to get a 30-second conversation across. I ain't got time for that. I'm sorry. And there's no disrespect, but like, come on, guys,
No,
you gotta
it's
realize like that does
no,
happen.
no. I mean, and that's, but I mean, I understand that the times have come where shit like this will happen, but that doesn't mean that I have to agree with it. I don't agree with it. Fuck out of here. Hell, half of the time I can't even understand Bill. Damn. Anybody here?
I'm sorry. What did you say? Did I hear you say my name, Admiral?
I said half of the time I can't even understand you.
Me? Why?
Yeah,
Why?
because of your English.
My English? I don't even
Yes.
have an accent, sir.
You don't even have a what?
I don't even have an accent.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. So I just came up because I like that a lot of men are talking with their emotions. I can understand the women, but the men confuse me because when we look at the actual facts of what Trump is doing, we can look at
Oh my God.
inflation. Oh my God. See what I mean? Emotional. We can look at inflation. That's a fact. Those are numbers. We can look at the fact that this a new war is causing gas prices to skyrocket. Um, we can look at the unemployment numbers
But we weren't
up
talking
over
about that.
eight.
You came up here
But
hyper
that's
emotional, calling other individuals emotional. We was having a cool,
how am I
casual, cordial
emotional if I'm
conversation.
talking about facts?
Damn, I'm
I'm not
sorry.
talking
I
about
didn't know
my
I was still
feelings.
talking. My apologies. My
I
fault.
didn't know you were talking either since you
And I
interrupted
bet you
me while
didn't.
I
That's
was
why you
talking.
kept talking, huh? That's what.
Right, because you interrupted me. So
Saying.
I was speaking on factual evidence,
But that's not what we were
factual
talking about.
numbers. He brought up the SCOTUS ruling that you can now racially profile, which hey, I'm glad the Hispanics and Somalians and everybody else getting it. Black people been getting it from day one.
Are
So
Somalians black?
kudos to them throwing down Mexicans and Hispanic people to the ground. Kudos to them detaining little small 5-year-old Hispanic boys. Kudos to them pew-pewing these white folks in the face and in the back because black people been getting it from day one. But that's a fact. SCOTUS has made it okay to racially profile, and
Are you okay with that?
any minority up here that's okay with that, you're a disgrace to your community.
But
Y'all
you
have
just
a
said
good
you were
day.
okay with that.
Y'all have it. No, I said I didn't say I was okay
You
with the
just said they
SCOTUS
did. They've been
ruling.
doing it to black
I
people. So
said
now I'm
I
cool with it
said
happening to
kudos.
Mexicans and
Ku-
Spanish people. Which, by the way,
I'm
wild
laughing my
statement by a
ass off
black woman
watching it.
of your age.
What minority person? What minority person up here
How old
feels?
am I, sir? You know me?
What
How
Yes,
old
you
minority
am
about
I?
person up here said they
56. I
were
think you're
okay with
like
that?
56, 58.
You so you know me, right?
Come on, my nigga. I can hear it in your voice. I know you,
Oh, you
man. Come
can?
on.
You can? What it sound
Yes.
like?
Come on, man.
Okay.
What?
Stay folk. Lock in.
What minority person up here said they were
That
okay
is
with this?
crazy.
I'm on
That is
point though, ain't
crazy
I?
cause you sound like you about 60, that you look like you 60 something, but you
Oh, I
probably
promise
in
you
your
that's not what it is.
30s.
I promise you. I promise you if I go to the store
And
right
you
now,
of
I'm
the
going to get carded. They're going to say, "Sir,
LGBTQ
you look like
community.
you're at least
And you of the
21, 22." I
LGBTQ
got it the other
community.
day. I
So
got it
at
the
the
other day.
end of the day, turn on your camera. Cause I bet you look older than me,
That's not
motherfucker.
true. That's not. That's
Turn on your
misinformation.
camera.
Disinformation.
My
Disinformation.
camera on, boo-boo. My
Hmm.
camera on.
Oh, yeah.
So
Maybe
you
you're
don't know how
64.
old
I'm
I
sorry.
am.
Maybe you're
You don't know
64.
how old I am because that black don't crack.
Was
Turn
I
on your
wrong though?
camera,
Come on,
Wait,
LGBTQ.
I've shared the
Turn
panel
on
with you
your
let's see,
before
camera,
as well.
Trey.
I know
rainbow
you're in your
Let's
community.
see.
50s,
Let's see,
but I can
Turn
hear it
Trey.
on
in your
your
voice
Trey,
camera,
let's
sometimes.
see.
rainbow community.
Trey, let's see
Turn
if that
on your
black
shit.
cracks.
Nah, black don't crack, brother. Black don't
Turn on
crack.
your
Yeah,
camera,
come on.
boo-boo.
Let's see,
Obviously it
Trey. I'm
don't.
Justin,
I'm
Obviously it
saying,
don't. Come
I'm
on,
saying
man.
she's calling it out. She said you look like an old man.
hey
I'm
Trey,
just
she
Uh
trying to
calling
say.
that
You
out,
look like an
bro.
oh.
Let's
old man
see.
Uh oh.
of the rainbow
Mm.
community. Turn on your
Oh
camera,
shit.
Uh
homeboy.
oh.
Oh
Oh
Trey.
shit, she
But
called you
wait,
the
was
She
I
rainbow
got
wrong
some.
about your
community.
She
age? Let
said
me
you
know.
got
Was
some
I wrong
sugar in your
about your
drink,
age?
Trey. Trey, she said you got
Was I wrong
you not only
about your
cracking, but you
age?
got some sugar and some sugar in your
Who's
drink, bro.
emotional now?
You got some sugar in there?
Yeah, who's
Baby, you
emotional
still
now?
you emotional, cause that's why you won't turn on your camera.
Wait, but people seen me before. I don't have to turn on my camera to please you.
Oh,
This
okay,
is pay-per-view.
okay,
If you pay me, maybe
okay.
I
So you
will.
can't
Maybe I
address
Nah,
you
will.
that's
can't
cat.
address actual
Maybe
That's
I
cat.
will.
facts.
Nobody's seen Trey
Are
before.
you
That's
dumb?
cat.
Not only was my picture, my face was my profile picture at one
Baby,
point.
baby, you
There's
look
people
older
on
than
this
me.
panel who have actually seen me as
Baby,
well.
you look older than me,
Trey,
and
come
I'm
on,
and I'm
come on,
older than
Promise
man.
you, I
you.
don't.
We know we ain't seen you before.
Ma'am, I
We know
promise
we
you,
ain't
if you
seen
go
you
to the
before.
store, they're not gonna card you. They're gonna let you walk out of there, no problem. They're gonna
Baby, you
card
look
me every
older than
time.
me.
Yeah, go ahead. Have a great day, ma'am. Sir, can we see some ID? Of course.
You had a day you
Walker,
deserve that you
Walker,
voted
I'm
for.
just saying though,
white,
but you
is
came
white
up here
right?
saying it was okay for Mexicans and Spanish people to
I'm
be
just
treated
saying.
the way
I'm just
black people
saying.
were
You won't
back in the
address
day
the
because
actual facts of high gas
now it's
prices.
facts. How is that
You
factual?
want to address
But
the
why?
actual facts of inflation. You want
That's
to
not what we
address
were
the
talking about.
facts of racism and
Trey,
division.
our
How do
Walker say
civil
your light
rights hurt
bright.
white people?
I mean, no, I'm pretty brown.
How
I'm
do civil
melanated. I'm
rights hurt
golden brown,
white people,
especially when
sir?
the sun hit me. Sun hit the skin. You gonna be like, damn.
I just got
What
to
you
the
say?
You
room
gotta
hot.
go.
Good morning, everybody. I just got to the room.
Miss La, you a hater, son.
Nah, motherfucker, you ignorant and emotional.
You
I'm just calling you out.
emotional. I was.
It's just
I'm just calling your ass
emotion
out.
taking me over.
Oh shit.
So
Men hate
what's
when I call them out. You
what's the
soft and you're speaking out of your emotions. You can't address none of the facts I just stated.
I
Can we
could, but
start
that's
with
just not
gas
what we were talking
prices?
about. You said that we were being
Oh,
emotional, and I'm
we're
like,
talking about it
Damn.
now.
I
We're
took that
talking about it
personally. I'm
Get
now.
sorry, I
him.
took that personally.
You are
eh,
emotional,
Get
sir.
him.
LA?
You
What was
are.
the room? What was man? What was the room? What was the room about? Why did you or why is they coming at you? Why you coming at them? What was the room
No,
about?
why
I
is she
mean,
coming at us? We weren't coming at her. She came
well,
out.
y'all
Wah,
coming at each
wah,
other.
wah,
So
wah, wah. I'm like, damn.
what's going on? What's the room pertaining to? They said a
So
blue room
so
and a
they
red room.
so I brought up right. We're talking about they were talking about lefties, Democrats. And
Mm-hmm.
I came up and I stated, let's talk about actual facts.
That's
Get
not
out of
what you
your
said.
emotions. So the actual fact is, because of this war, which Trump said no new wars, gas prices going up. The fact of the matter is because of his blanket tariffs that were deemed illegal, and now he has to pay it. The country has to pay that money back. Inflation is going up. I want to talk about numbers and facts, and this man keep talking about how he feel.
Mm.
No, we were having a different conversation. Your ass was in the in the
That's what.
comment section. You came up here trying to demand shit. Don't demand nothing. I don't give a damn how old you are. Show
That's
some respect. I wasn't
that's what you said.
disrespecting
It
you.
sounds
You
like
came up
you're,
here disrespecting me and
Sir,
Admir.
you're just trying
As a
to
matter of
ma'am.
fact,
That's
me
why
and Admir
initially
were
manipulate
said
having a
and
it
cool,
mean
sounds like
shit
calm,
to me.
you're
collective, and
arguing
You
a
need to
cordial
point,
get
but
you
conversation.
need
you're
to
And
make
I
it to
can
my
guarantee you see how
ears.
you
ma-
speaking over me. I didn't speak over you. And I can guarantee you every
ma'am.
single
That's why.
person on this panel, unless they're a liar, a blatant liar, and I have to go and get the recording and post it, they can all agree that we were having a casual conversation, and then you came up saying y'all are emotional, y'all are emotional. Nothing was emotional
Well,
about
yeah,
what we were saying.
that
We
you
weren't
kind of
yelling at
came up
each
to
other.
address arguments we weren't. You kind of came up to address arguments we weren't having.
Oh
Facts.
That's
man,
why I said
He
like
he brought
initially I
up
was like,
SCOTUS.
wait,
He brought up the SCOTUS ruling. You were absolutely addressing
he
SCOTUS and
he
the
wasn't the one. He wasn't the one who brought up SCOTUS. It was
I didn't
the
address it to him.
Bosnian
Did I
individual
say
who was
any
above
name? I
me.
didn't say any name. I
Yes,
stated
you said, and I quote, any minority up here that stands for this, and I'm like, wait, what
that's
minority
when
so.
I
said
That's
came
that?
not
in.
a
What
name.
That's
minority is
when I
I
standing
said
came
for
any
in.
that?
minority. I said
That's
any
I'm like,
minority.
hold on. The
So
man
if
who
you
said it was
feel
a
some
whole
kind
white
of
man.
way, once
The
again,
man who
I
said
said
it was a
any
whole white
minority.
man.
Then
No,
it didn't
the
apply
problem
to
is you
him.
came in.
It didn't
Okay,
apply to him if he's a whole white
the
man.
man
I
who
said
said it
any
was a whole white
minority.
man, though.
I
Facts.
said
Whole
any
European.
minority.
But
So
that's
how
not a
did that apply to
minority.
him? How did that apply to
Well,
him?
you see how she getting madder and madder? She getting
I'm
angrier and
not getting
angrier.
mad.
Not,
I'm not getting mad at all. Y'all the one emotional. You still haven't addressed
I'm,
inflation. You still
I don't
haven't
think I've
addressed the
gotten.
high gas
We
prices.
weren't we
Emotions is
weren't
talking
talking
about
about
something other
inflation.
than
I'm
facts.
saying,
Again,
son.
Emotions
what
is talking about
as far as
something
I
other
understand,
than
there's only
facts.
one Trump supporter
You're
up
Can
talking
I
here.
have
about
the
So
She's
why
prompt?
would
angry
we?
as
Can I
shit.
answer the
Why
prompt?
would
Can I
we?
answer
Why
the
would we
prompt?
be? Why would we
You're
be
talking
addressing
about your
inflation? There's
feelings.
only
Get
one
out
Trump
your
supporter up
shit.
here.
So
I
Can
don't
I?
You're the
care
one talking about
if it's no
feelings.
Trump
Again,
supporters up
there is
here. I'm
literally
talking
only
about
one
you
Trump
getting out of your
supporter in here,
feelings.
she
and that's
There's
the
angry.
only
literally
person.
so
The
many
only
men
person
talking
who's
about
been
their
muted this
emotions.
entire
Yo, get
I'm
time.
out
She
trying
your
to get
having a
out of my
feelings.
meltdown.
feelings.
What is wrong
Get
Can
out.
I
with like?
speak?
Yeah,
Can I speak? Can
go
I
for it,
speak?
Black
Yeah,
Love,
hey,
because
what's
this is
the prompt?
wild.
So do I answer the prompt? The
Yeah,
red
don't
and blue
answer whatever
room.
she talking about because she on bullshit.
Okay, so
Yep, there
LGBTQIA,
I
she go. There
stop
she
I'm
go.
addressing
I'm
me.
I'm more or
Rainbow
less
community, stop addressing me. He trying to
okay.
talk.
All
Yeah,
right,
send your
so
best friend this way and let's see what she says about that.
Okay, you go keep interrupting him. I am too. Like shit.
Be
You want to
quiet
do this? We can do
immediately.
this. You be quiet immediately with your sissy
I said to
ass.
be quiet.
hey fam, you're not gonna win that. You
You
might as well
be
just
quiet
go
with
ahead
your
and
Be
sissy
relinquish.
quiet
ass.
now.
Okay, sissy.
All right.
Go ahead, Black
Didn't I
Love.
say be quiet?
Go ahead,
Be
Black Love.
quiet
If you want to
So
address
now.
the issue of
Spike,
facts.
the host, I line myself up which room. I'm more or less in the blue room. I'm in the blue side of it. So I mean, if that's what we, what are the why are the Democrats failing? Because they're focusing on immigration. They're focusing on trans stuff. They're focusing on everything else outside their base of voters. So yeah, that's what's happening to the Democrat. And what's wrong with America? Everything I said under that. Now, I voted for Trump, and I voted for him just because of that reason right there, immigration. And he's pulling back on that. He's on some bullshit on that. So for me, he's definitely not doing what he said he's gonna do, and he's making us worse. Now, mind you, to the caller LA, the female earlier that was pretty hot. When Biden came into office, the Ukraine war happened and gas prices went up. So yeah, I'm not excusing this bullshit Trump on because this is bullshit. Nobody, even his white base, are like, what the hell is going on? But we all know it's for the small hats. So that's what's the problem with America. The small hats are the biggest problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and that's
So
about it.
can I
Thank you for
address
your
those
candor.
facts you just said? In 2019, the bathroom bill was signed under Title IX that said that you can in schools you can have gender neutral bathrooms. Who was president in 2019, sir?
The Congress, who's president? Trump. Who's in charge
So
of
so
Congress? Who had the majority in
so it was
Congress? Who had the
who
majority in
has the power?
Congress?
Who has the power to veto, sir?
Who had the majority in Congress?
Who had the power to veto that bill, whether or not it was set by a Democrat? The policy passed under Trump. So if
Now, what?
Trump allowed it to pass, why are you blaming Democrats for this? I'm confused.
Blaming Democrats for what? The way the immigration in the trans
Mhm.
stuff?
You said the trans stuff. I
Them
want to
Democrats
address
let
this with facts.
Obama's the one that put the flag up on the White House. What are you talking about, ma'am? So
Sir,
he started all this.
Uh-oh.
Obama
Obama
led all
allowed
this.
same sex. Let's go fact for fact. Please
Let's
get
go.
out your emotions. You
Oh,
seem like
ma'am,
you're an
stop that.
intelligent
See,
man.
I see,
Everybody in their emotions except
all
for
right.
You
her.
seem
See,
like
this is
you're.
what I'm
I said
saying.
let's
What
go
happens
fact
is
for fact.
I came in when you was
I said
disparaging
let's
all
go
minorities.
fact for
That's when I
fact,
walked
sir.
into the room.
Sir, I
You
So
on
said
what
that
let's go
happens
stuff.
fact for
is,
fact.
You on that stuff.
Obama signed the
you,
marriage bill, did he not?
yeah, Obama
That's a
did that.
fact. But Trump signed the bathroom bill, did he not?
What's wrong with the bathroom bill?
What?
Because he just
Well,
brought up the
that was
fact of the
Black Love's
trans.
point. He was
So if
upset about the fact that they were
She needs a win.
using the
You need
same
a win, ma'am.
bathrooms.
You talking about
No,
bathroom compared to
no,
marriage. That's
no.
what you're talking about.
Sir, I'm talking
No,
about
you are.
facts.
You highlighted the fact. You, sir, highlighted the fact that they were allowing trans into bathrooms. She was
Take it
ad-libbing on
easy.
your
Calm
point.
down.
Okay, no, you can calm down. You can chill for a minute. I was quiet. All right, cool. All right, bet. So you were the one who highlighted the fact that trans people were allowed to use different bathrooms, etc. Right? She was only ad-libbing on the fact that you brought that up to the fact that it was a Trump bill. Here, it was a bill that not
Thank you,
Trump bill,
sir.
but a bill that Trump signed. So you need to track your own argument. That's what you said. But
Thank
Trey,
you, sir.
these your peoples.
I don't know. I don't know.
So, as I stated, we can go fact for fact. I don't like to talk about
Fat for
feelings.
fat.
So, if you know the policies, if you know the SCOTUS laws, if you know acts, the bills that were passed, let's talk about that, please, and thank you.
Yeah, could you tell us what bill that Trump passed that you're talking about?
The 2019 bathroom bill under Title IX that allowed universal bathrooms in school. Title IX is under schools. So maybe you all should
Yeah,
look
there's
this up.
no
You about to cry or
there's literally
something?
there's literally no there's nothing saying that schools have to have a gender neutral bathroom.
It was in
I just looked it
2019,
up.
baby. It was
No,
in
no, no, no,
2019.
ma'am.
But
No, ma'am.
Trump got
There's
in, he
not.
reversed it.
You saying she's
Okay,
lying?
well,
I believe she
you
is.
can say
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
lying all I want
appreciate
to.
that.
I want
I really don't
everyone to
appreciate that.
go to the Department of Education and look up the
Yeah,
2019
I just looked it
bathroom
up.
bill.
I
I
just
can
did.
say I just looked it up too. But I'm telling them to go. You don't have to go.
Wait,
I'm
can
telling
you prove
everybody
it then,
who's
since you're
listening
the
in the
one making the
chat
claim?
What does
Excuse
to
that
me.
do
go
if I go
fact
and
for
look at it?
fact.
What does it do when I go look at it? What will it
Yeah,
tell me?
what is the bill aimed? What does the bill do? Can you tell me, please?
Why don't you all like to educate yourself? Why don't you
Because
go
I'm
look?
asking you.
Because
Why
you're the
you're the
teacher
one
right
that brought it
now.
to the
You
table?
educate us.
No,
Since
no,
you
no. Stop,
talking,
stop, stop. No,
I
I'm not even trying to stir the pot.
we're
I'm
having a
asking her
debate.
because she's the one
I
bringing.
want you
Like, if
all to
I say the Earth
listen.
is flat, you expect me to bring some shit to the table, right? If you're gonna bring
No,
this
I don't.
specific
I
thing to the
expect
bill,
myself
if you're
to
gonna
go
bring
look
this,
it
I
up and
expect you to like
educate
at least explain
myself.
it. So if I go look at it, I can critique what you're bringing.
No,
Don't.
I educate myself, bro.
Okay,
That's
so what
what
is
you
this?
all need to do.
This nigga, bro. So what does this specific thing do? That's all I'm
You
asking.
all need to go
Yeah,
educate
you're not.
yourself.
Yeah,
It
you don't have
made
to
she
do
just
that.
bathrooms.
rambling. She just in circles
It
with
made
me,
You're not worth the
bathrooms.
conversation. I'm
pissing in the
sorry.
To
wind,
answer the
No,
pissing
question,
forget
in the
everything that
wind.
I
I'm
said.
trying
I
to
no longer
answer
want
the
to engage with you.
question.
Please. No,
It
you're not.
made bathrooms in school gender neutral. They had to provide gender neutral bathrooms in a K through 12 school.
Trump,
So
Trump,
you all can
Trump
go
signed
look
it.
it up.
Trump signed that. He signed that bill. Now what, ma'am?
Wait,
Now
he
what?
had to? What's wrong?
So
He's
you brought it up.
okay. So he
I
signed
rebutted
it,
your point
and
with a fact.
in the Save Act, he's trying to get rid of all that.
I'm thinking, is any of that what she said,
I
bro?
just said, I just said
I don't know. I
that
just
when he
went back to
got
look
back
up.
in office, I just
Yeah.
said when he got back in office, he did executive orders to overturn that, just
Thank
like he
you.
did the Iran nuclear deal. He tore up the Iran
Ma'am,
nuclear
you're a
Yep.
little
deal, and
confused.
then he bombed. Oh, am I? And then he
Yes, ma'am.
bombed
Yes,
Iran.
No,
ma'am.
he did. He got rid of
He
Obama. What Obama did and set up, he got rid of that when he came in
That
office.
was the Iran nuclear deal, but
Yeah,
he
that's
say I'm
what.
lying.
Oh no, yeah, Trump did do that. Trump did that,
I'm
but
talking about the Title IX. Yeah,
oh,
I just looked at it, and it was actually 2024 that allowed students to use whatever they identified gender
It was
bathrooms and
actually
gender
not.
locker
Where did you
rooms.
get that from? I told you can go to the U.S. Department of
I just
Education.
looked it up.
Where did you give me a website, baby?
It's pretty simple. All you got to do is substantiate your first claim, and we
Give
can
me a
move
web. I
on.
told you where you can go to look it up in
Substantiate
2019
your
under the
first
Title
claim.
IX. Sir,
Ma'am,
sir,
substantiate your
I
first
have
claim.
already substantiated
okay.
it.
You didn't prove anything
Let's
though.
get to the
You
basic
just
I
crux
said
of
it.
the
did.
room. The
I
room is
did.
there's problem with the two-party system. You have somebody that's defending Democrats. I voted mostly Democrats majority of my life. Yeah, I'm black, so it was pushed on me, but that was from because I'm a child of a civil rights baby. But now it's different. So now the Democrats have shown nothing to this point. Nothing. So I'm voting on policy exclusively. That's it. I
Which
don't give a
policy?
fuck
What
what.
policy? Tell me a policy. That's what I want to
I
talk
want
about.
him to get rid of All the illegal immigrants,
What
illegal.
policy? What immigration policy, sir? You just mentioned policy. You
He
tell me the
stated that he's
immigration
getting.
policy.
All right,
That's
you.
not a
Okay,
policy. See, you in your feelings
ma'am,
again. I want to know an
ma'am.
actual policy, sir.
Okay, I'm
Sir,
sorry.
can you
I can't
tell me
deliver
the
what you want,
policy?
ma'am. I'm
No, you
sorry. I
said
can't
a
give you what
policy.
you want. I'm
Cause
sorry.
you're
I
in
can't
your
deliver it. See, I was
emotions.
talking to my sister like this the other day.
You're
She
in your
wants my
emotions.
sister wants a man to give her what she want, how she want it. What the
Saying
hell are
though,
you
Sir,
talking
I
about?
don't care
you're
about
not
I'm
here to
your
have an
talking to
emotions.
honest
you.
Can you get
conversation. I'm
out your
trying not
Yeah,
to
emotions?
tase.
you walking
Can you
in
get
like
out
you
your
give it to
emotions?
me how I
Yeah,
want
here
it.
we go.
Give it
Here
to
my
me as
emotions
great.
again.
Can you
Give
tell
it
me
to
a
me with white
policy?
gloves on. Ma'am,
No,
you got to
I'm
calm
asking you
down.
the
You might get
policy,
it at
sir.
the end. I might not
Sir,
could
I'm
give it to
asking
you
you
the
the
way it is.
policy. Can
What
you
I'm
give me the
saying,
policy, sir?
what I need you to do is just pipe
Ma'am, can you give
down.
me the policy?
Ma'am, just be
Ma'am,
quiet
can
for a
you give
minute.
me
You
the
might get it at
policy?
the end. You might get it at the end. You ain't gave me a chance to
Listen,
finish.
I'm not
You
your
might get
woman.
it at the end.
I'm not your
No, because
side
you running
chick
your
you
mouth,
pay
you
for.
loud.
I don't
You
have
are
to wait
super
for two
loud,
minutes
super
to
dumb when you
you
talking like this. You
but you
sound
the one don't know the
super
policy.
ignorant.
You
I'm
the
trying to
one don't
talk
know
and
the
finish what I'm
policy,
saying.
bro.
Where
You the one
y'all?
don't
Where
know the
your
policy. None
policy?
of you
Where your
motherfuckers up
policy?
here know
No
policy.
wonders people go upside people's head. That's terrible.
I
We
wish a
trying to have
bitch
a
Jeremy
would.
ain't gonna
conversation and
lie.
I
you
wish a
popping
bitch. I'm
off.
from the I wish a bitch would era.
And I'm from.
Okay.
I told you once.
Don't
I'm
stutter,
from that. I
bitch.
told you once.
Don't
Do it
stutter,
again.
baby.
I'm from. Do it
Don't
again.
stutter, bitch.
Hey, that's where I'm from. We'll do it again.
I'm
I done
from the
told
wish a
you.
bitch
Do it
would
again.
era.
And I done
So
told
at the
you. You
bottom,
got one
at the
time.
end of the
I'm from
day,
that. You got one
at the
time.
end of the day,
Yeah, goddamn
that's
it.
why you ain't got no
We
woman.
can
That's
go
why you
both
pay
ways.
$40
Hey,
for your chicks. You got
I
them
do.
$40
I buy
hoes.
them all day. I buy
I
them
know
all
you
day, and they
do.
way better.
I
I ain't
can
got to hear
tell
this
by your
shit. This
voice.
shit you talking.
I can
Shit,
tell
you
by
had your
your
ass.
voice, bro.
You doing a
But
lot of
can you
yip
give me
yapping. You
that?
not
Okay,
listening, and you ain't got
when you
no man
finish being
either. You
emotional,
laying up
give
with
me.
by
I got a
yourself on a
whole
pillow
husband,
from.
baby. You can go
You
to
got
my
you laying
page
up
and
with a
see my
TikTok
husband.
pillow. You
You can
laying
go
up
to
with a
my page
TikTok
and see my
pillow.
husband, boo
I'm
boo.
like,
But
well,
at the end
you
of
should
the
be
day,
upside your head
at
now,
the
cause
end
you
of the
talking
day,
too
can you
much.
give me that immigration policy,
At the end of the
please?
day, ma'am, be quiet. Wait to the end.
Can you give me that immigration
Who
policy,
are
sir?
you to get? Who are you? Who are
You the
you?
one brought up
If
the
you can't
policy.
listen, now I gotta go. Who are you? What are you doing?
You the
You
one
must
brought
be a
up the
DNC
policy.
op. You come in here
Start with
not
the
listening.
policy first,
You
not your
talking and
feelings.
not listening.
Sir, can you start with the
You
policy
just
first and not
talking.
your
You
feelings?
talking. Whenever I
Can
go
you
ahead and
start with the
antagonize somebody
policy?
else.
Oh my
Shit, you
God.
done
I'm gonna
ruin
wait.
my L. I'm
Y'all
sitting there
wait.
blowing. You done
I'm
ruin
gonna be
my
quiet. I'm gonna
L.
go on
All
mute.
that loud
Watch
talking, all
watch and
that,
see what
all
policy
that
he come
loud
up
shit
with.
you talking and
I'm gonna go
shit.
on mute. Come up
So
with a policy.
we got migrant protection policy protocol that actually Biden did reinstate. He took it out his first day, then he reinstated it about 6 months prior to the election. Didn't do
Yeah,
him
because
no
he about to
good.
lose.
Yeah,
That's not a
that is a
policy,
policy,
sir.
man. That is a
That's
policy.
not a policy.
See,
A
you can tell
It's
her
policy
a
is like the
anything, and
length.
she gonna keep running her fucking mouth. It
A
don't matter.
policy is
You can
like
give
the
it
what
to her.
is
length
it?
of
Go
What
a
is it,
late.
certain
ma'am?
It
bill.
don't matter.
Hold
A
on,
She ain't.
hold
policy
on.
is a
What
It ain't
bill
is
how
it?
that
she want to
passed
hear
through
it.
Congress.
What is it?
A policy is a bill that passed through Congress, like the Langsford border
So you're
deal.
asking for bills
That
now.
was an actual
So who
Nah,
policy.
controls?
Bill.
nah. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. You can tell her
So
anything. It don't matter.
so is an executive order a policy, or is that just an executive order? I don't understand.
It's just an executive order. It only applies to the federal branch of the
Right.
government. Did you not know that?
Right. So when an
Did you not know
executive
that?
order comes out, hold on a second, ma'am. So when an executive order is
Go ahead, teacher.
implement that,
Teacher.
would that be policy? Would that be policy under an administration?
No, executive orders are just like memos to a business. It only applies to the federal branch of the
So
government. Okay?
so when
Did you not
Biden
know that?
enacted,
Answer
okay, hold
my
on a second,
question.
ma'am.
And
So
no,
when
you didn't answer
Biden,
my
so
question. You didn't answer
well,
my
yeah, because
question.
Okay.
your question is kind of
You didn't didn't
government. I
answer
mean,
my
it really
question,
Right.
doesn't
sir. So
matter.
you hold on a minute. Do an executive order only applies to the federal branch of the government?
Yes, with certain stipulations, yes.
Pretty much.
The,
Yeah.
But for the most part,
there's no yes with certain
for
stipulations.
the most
That
part,
is what an
yes.
EO
Okay.
is.
So who controls immigration? Is it states or is it federal government?
Both, sir.
No, it's not.
Both.
It's
No,
it's
okay.
federal. It's federal
Why you have
government
sanctuary cities? Where
No,
them
but it's
sanctuary
federal
because
cities
government.
come
they're
in at?
unconstitutional. Because they're
They're not
unconstitutional,
unconstitutional. State
and
and federal
Democrats
are
need
different.
need
What
workers.
happened to state
Democrats
rights?
need
What
cheap
happened to
laborers.
state rights when it came to
Yeah. Do we
abortion?
want to go back
When
to?
it
Do
came
we
to
want to go back to
abortion,
the
it was
slavery?
states' right.
Hold on. Do
Let's
When
we
it
go
want to
back
go
came
to
back
to
this
to
breaking
to
abortion,
down of
it was
slavery?
state
policy
rights.
against a law
So,
or
so the
bill.
federal
Let's
government,
get
If
to
the
you're
that.
all
federal
for states'
government
rights,
made
then are
slavery
we going to go back
rights.
to? Are we going to go back to? Are we going to go back to slavery?
So the federal government, due to the 14th Amendment, that's a federal constitutional law. So how can you go back to slavery if it's federally protected, sir?
You just said states' rights.
But it's federally protected under the 14th
But you
Amendment
just
in the
said,
Constitution.
and who controls
What do
immigration,
states
man?
have to do with this, sir?
What part
Do
of
you want to
what
talk
part of
about
the
the
federal
14th Amendment?
government?
Do you
What
want
part
to
of the
talk
federal
about the 14th
government
Amendment, sir? That's
controls
a federal
immigration?
constitutional law. Is the 14th Amendment not a federal constitution law?
Who
What are you
controls
talking about?
who controls immigration, ma'am?
Sir, is the you just made a statement. Do we want to go back to slavery?
Yeah, but you're
Slavery is
pivoting.
not a
You're
state
pivoting.
issue. No,
It
you the
was.
one
It
pivoted to
absolutely was
slavery.
a
So
state
now I
issue.
want to talk about slavery. Is the
Why?
14th Amendment in the Constitution, sir?
Well, you were talking about states' rights,
Sir,
and that was a state
is
right
the
at one point,
14th Amendment,
wasn't
you
it?
brought up slavery. You brought up slavery. So is the 14th
Could you please
Amendment
answer my
not in the
first question
Constitution?
before we go on
Is
to
the
slavery?
we talking about
Damn.
you the one went on to slavery, so let's talk about it.
That's because
Is
you
the
said states'
14th
rights,
Amendment not in the
which is
states'
which
rights?
is going
That's why they
along.
made it a federal constitutional law, sir. Because the states can no longer remember that Civil War we had. Do
No,
you
I don't
remember
remember
the
that. I
Civil
wasn't part
War?
of it. I mean, you may
States
remember
don't
it, but
have
I'm not that old.
Oh, you gotta be that old to remember. Damn, y'all motherfuckers stupid.
Yeah, I don't recall though.
Y'all stupid. You don't know history. You gotta be old to know history.
I don't recall it. I wasn't part of it. Sorry.
That motherfucker said he
So-
don't
so-
know
Tears. She
Civil
in
War.
tears, huh?
That motherfucker said he don't know the Civil War
Entertaining
because he's too
herself over
young.
here.
I am.
So,
you too young
ma'am,
to
could
know
you
what the
please tell
Civil
me
War
who
was.
controls
Y'all motherfuckers stupid.
who controls
Can
I know
somebody
you
come
was
up
old.
here
I
back
told
and
you.
debate
in
me?
this land?
Can
I was
somebody come
right.
up to this motherfucker with some intelligence that can debate me?
Motherfucker.
These bitches stupid and
Yes.
dumb.
Damn, we gotta
Y'all
be bitches
motherfuckers
though.
stupid and dumb.
I mean, ain't nobody ever. I know. I never called her a
Motherfucker.
bitch. I
I'm
never
saying though,
called
now
her a
we gotta be
bitch.
Y'all
bitches. That's
motherfuckers
crazy.
stupid and
Yeah, you know
dumb,
what I'm
bitch.
saying?
I
Like
don't
I
give a fuck
never.
about you
All right, now
calling
we
me a
on that
Nefarious
bitch.
time.
behavior.
Y'all
Great.
showing y'all
That's
intellect.
good. I like to see
Y'all
that.
Yeah,
That's
showing
what
y'all
time we
all
on.
intellect.
that.
Cause I try to give you
These
respect.
motherfuckers
Eat
stupid.
I would
beef.
I
never
gotta
call
go.
a
I
black
can't
woman I'm
stand
having an
stupid
argument
motherfuckers.
with
Y'all make me
a
stupid.
bitch. I would never call a motherfucker I'm having an argument with a black woman a bitch if she ain't never called me one.
Oh man.
So I don't know
Mm,
why you even on that type of time.
mm.
I mean,
Oh
Damn,
Damn.
she
man.
whooped y'all's asses.
oh
She
man,
whooped
yeah,
y'all's
In her
she
asses.
gave us
That
the
mind.
shit is
thrashing.
crazy.
Think
In
she
her
did. She got
mind.
She
scared.
whooped your ass.
Yeah,
She whooped your ass. God, that's horrible.
That's
Bex, you
zero
there?
for 100 for you, Justice. Just to let you know.
Yeah,
Zero
I
for
can't take that
100 of you
tally.
calling.
I can't take that tally from a motherfucker who can't count. Come on,
Who can't count? I'm good
Bex,
with
you still
numbers.
there? Or Bex, are you there? Damn.
She
Doesn't
might be
sound
doing
like
her
it.
push-ups.
All right, y'all can go back at it. She's doing her push-ups. You
Yeah,
said.
yeah. I think she's doing her push-ups. Commend her though. What happened to her? Did she drop? Why she? Oh man,
She had to go. We
her
were
phone
too
must have
stupid for her.
died.
No, she said we were too stupid. She had to go find some intellectually intelligent people.
that's why I can't vote Democrat. I just can't anymore. I just can't. I have to look the other way like I used to do back in the day when I look at Republican. I would just look the other way. Now I have to entertain it because the Democrats, this is what they turn into. So
Demons.
Well, I know one thing. I won't vote for Trump anymore after the last 2024. That's
Oh,
it. I'm done. Don't gotta vote for him no more.
Right.
I really do hope Marco Rubio. They let Marco Rubio run though. That's
Hey,
the
fuck Marco.
hold on. Do you
no
are
hell
you
no.
hold on? Are you guys really saying there's a precedent for him to have a third term?
No.
Okay,
They think
okay.
there is, but I mean
I
there
mean,
I mean
maybe.
they would
but
have
people are
to.
saying this shit and not checking
Well,
it on
no,
the spot.
they would have to change the constitution, and in order to do that, they don't have the votes either way.
Adelson, the female, she went up there in the White House. I wish she ran for third term, and people clapped. Like that's fucking
Yeah,
dangerous, man. I'm just telling you, people will fucking
nah,
turn and move. Hey,
they're
man.
not going to.
Hey, listen, our
All
freedoms
they're
to
doing
be
is
able to
trolling
speak
people.
freely is being erased in my lifetime. I'm seeing it
Oh yeah, it
every
definitely
like
is.
10
People don't
years.
see it, but it
So
is.
I'm telling you, that's in the Constitution. They're doing that first. Then they're going to move to the pew pews, and then boom. So, and that's with the whole planetier shit. So
They
I'm just
already on the
saying,
guns, B.
listen, man, listen,
Lock in. You ain't see what they did in Virginia? Pack them
sure.
up.
Well,
I'm
that's
just,
because they elected a Democrat
A European.
mayor, right?
hey, just
Well,
keep your
Yep.
eyes peeled on what people say.
Yep.
And if they're by the levers of power and they're talking a certain way, you better listen to them.
But I mean that's the danger, and that's why I say like that's the danger of just hey, I'm a Democrat. Congratulations. So you support what the Virginia bill, and then there's another one.
they got more taxes
No
too.
mandatory that there's no minimum. They're pushing a bill for no minimum mandatory sentences on child pee, grape, aggravated murder. I think it was. Yeah. So there will be no minimum sentences on those anymore, which is crazy.
Meanwhile, Florida did pass a bill not too long ago. As a matter of fact, if you go after a kid that's
Isn't that
under
like
a certain age,
execution?
yeah,
Public
yeah.
execution too. Guillotine style, they say.
I don't know about all that,
Yeah, but yeah.
but it can definitely go to the unaliving.
Yeah, the
So
death penalty, yeah.
that's a good thing. I think it is. I don't know if you know the dude that used to do that crime show Forever. You ever read about his son getting abducted and then they found him? That was crazy.
Oh damn. No, I don't think I
Like
have.
I can't remember that dude's name or that TV show, but it used to come on all the time, like the uh, America's Most Wanted or something like that.
America's Most Wanted.
Yeah, his son got kidnapped and they ended up finding him, but his yeah, it was disgusting. It was a brutal unaliving.
Oh, he was dead?
Oh yeah. The dude literally he did some fucked up shit to him.
Oh man.
I'm sure if Bex or Bell were up here, they could tell you who I'm talking about. You know, women are into that murder stuff.
Hell yeah. Weird. What's that shit? CSI, Criminal Minds, First 48.
First 48's wild.
Hell yeah. I'd be like,
First 48. I'm gonna have to find that. I'll be right back.
Hey, Cuz.
Damn, Trey, why didn't you let?
Wait, say that again, Justice? Wait, did you cut out or was it me? Say that again, Justice. You cut out. Hello?
It was a low information nigga. That was low hanging fruit.
What happened?
Can you
Wait,
hear
say
me?
that again. You cut out.
I said, why didn't you let that woman drag that nigga? That was a low information nigga.
I'm sorry. Maybe I fumbled that one.
She was lying at every turn though,
You
Justice.
you bailed that nigga out. She wasn't,
I
but you bailed that nigga out. Dumb. You know I don't argue with you, so I like you got it. Whatever you say is true, because
I
you
know.
live in a different reality. But
Well,
yeah,
actually, I
you
live in
bailed that nigga
this
out,
reality.
Trey.
Mm, it's my fault. I wasn't even trying to do. She just came up just
She came
on
in hot.
go.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I've seen her before though. This isn't the first time I've seen her on panel. She used to be on. She used to come sometimes on like Hog Boss's panel and then other individuals' panels. She used to be this. I'm like, damn, you still ain't changed. You the same damn way. Okay.
Mm. I wasn't familiar with her.
Yeah, she be on one. She been Black Conservatives live and all that. Yeah, she be maxing. She definitely be maxing. I definitely should have let that one ride out a little bit more, but she was on one. I ain't even. I was letting her get it in on him though, cause I don't know what they was talking about. They was talking about some wild shit. Do I need a coffee?
So what's the latest on the Iran thing? The
Benjamin
Iran.
Netanyahu's dead. Straight to the gulag he goes.
It's
Iran
already.
up.
I thought he left.
Nah, they sent his ass to the shadow realm. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I don't know. That is the story that is going around though. Like that would be actually like wild. I
The
think
FBI, we were talking before. The FBI reported earlier that they're worried about drone attacks here domestically now.
yeah, in California,
Yep.
crazy. Hey, good luck to y'all, man. For real. Good luck to y'all, man. God bless y'all. God bless America. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. They don't come after y'all, but if they do, look, man, for real.
Who's in California though?
I think Beck. Well, I mean, anybody on the West Coast in general. I think
Yeah.
isn't Beck's like on the West Coast. I think.
I am. I'm in Washington State.
Okay, yeah. Good luck.
Why?
She's
What's
out in the
happening?
boonies. You're out in
Nothing.
the boonies, right?
I don't want to.
No, like, so if we're talking about like getting nuked, like, yeah, I'm like right between the main like naval base that has all the submarines and Boeing, so I should be one of the first to go.
You'll be fine.
Well, yeah. Let's hope they just do. If they do anything, it's just drones with a little bit of stuff on them.
I'm about to
I
get
mean,
some.
I'm not really stressing. I hope that I'm like in the middle. Like, I don't want to be one of those people who's like survives and then like goes slowly after. You know what I mean? Like,
Unfortunately,
just
Bex,
right
you're the
on
one
top of
that's
me. You
going
know
to
what I mean?
survive.
She's
Nah.
such a.
Like,
She's gonna survive and thrive. She's gonna build a
I'm
communist
gonna get a
community.
bullseye T-shirt and wear that shit around. You know what I
No,
mean? Right here, guys.
look, just because you said that, you're gonna survive
Oh,
it.
I know my
You're gonna
luck. No, I'm.
thrive.
People are like, "Are you stressed about this?" Nope. I I will survive. You know what I mean? Out of pure spite and pettiness. You know, there's no other reason.
Got the
Have
golden dome
zero.
though. We'll be fine.
Sure. Okay.
The golden dome.
We don't. No, that's Israel. We don't have one of those.
Come on, you know they're not gonna do anything. They don't want us united against them.
Who?
Right
Oh
now
yeah,
they're
of
pretty
course.
safe because we're divided. So
Bex, I was calling you a minute ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. I have gone through it in the last 24 hours, and I'm still catching up on shit from that. But still, my bad. I had the volume down for a minute.
Trey said you were doing push-ups.
Yeah, told you.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm training for World War III.
Mhm.
That's all I do in my spare time.
Today's the baby's birthday, Bex.
Oh,
No
congratulations.
way.
Yep, 2 years today. Thank you,
Oh,
Trey.
shut up!
Mine was yesterday,
Shit is
actually.
crazy.
Shut. That was 2 years ago, Justice.
Oh,
Shit is crazy.
Jesus, that's crazy.
is European Bell here? That's actually funny. Mine was yesterday too. Bell,
Happy belated birthday.
appreciate you. Happy birthday.
Baby's birthday, right? Because y'all both got babies.
Yeah.
Little
Babies.
babies. Little babies. Oh. My kids are all grown. They're playing Rust and screaming curse words at their friends right now.
I cannot stand that game.
I keep telling the story. So they play Rust every 6 months. The servers all wipe, right? And my kids get on there, and for like 2 weeks straight, they eat, sleep, Rust, right? Like nonstop until they build all the way up, take over the whole server, and then they give it up for 6 months till the servers wipe again. It's like around. I can tell time by
Yep.
Rust in my house.
Oh, Cusp said, "What's up, Cusp? You know what's up, nigga. You gonna be a believer soon."
FB said my kids are currently getting indoctrinated by Nick Fuentes. That's absolutely insane. That's diabolical, truly.
Didn't he come out and say some opposite shit?
Yeah, he said the Republicans got it loose. He said if
Right.
you stand with me, we're not voting until I'm not even kidding. I'm not even trolling you. He legitimately said they have to lose.
Yeah.
Then don't vote for
So you
either
guys have
one. I'm not
lost.
voting for Democrat then.
So let's see. You guys have lost Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes, Alex Jones. Not Alex Jones. What's the other one?
Alex Jones is gone.
Rogan. Joe Rogan.
Joe's not gone.
He's
He's
gone.
questioning shit. He's questioning shit.
MTG. Yep. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Okay, so all of these that you're naming, you guys made fun of for however long.
That's true.
Right, and they
Especially,
flipped on you.
especially Marjorie Taylor Greene
Right.
and
What
Candace
they
Owens.
do, they
Y'all
flipped
put
on
y'all
y'all.
put them in the basket and said, "Oh my God, it doesn't matter."
Wait,
Okay.
but doesn't that just go to show that maybe people shouldn't be aligning with parties? This is more deeper than parties. They should be aligned with
Absolutely.
policies and stuff. That's
No,
Well,
no,
even policies, even policies aren't
It
very
goes to
well because
say, it goes to say
could
that
you name?
you dumbasses that voted for Trump, we told y'all niggas not to do this shit. And it either means one of two
That's a
things,
negative
right?
Ghost
From the
Rider.
popular individual. Not number one means that you only voted for them based off of the fact that you a bigoted ass nigga. I'm just put it that way. You either voted for them based off of bigotry, or number two, you were actually stupid. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only two options.
Oh no, I
Either
don't
you
think.
saw the goofy ass shit that he was saying on the campaign trail that was
Nope.
fucked up about women, about trans people, about all LGBTQ, like black people, all that fucked up shit, and you was like, "Yep, that's my guy." Or number two, you just weren't able to comprehend that there's a different perspective that can question my worldview that would make me not cast my ballot for him. Those are the only two options there.
I think it's more than that. I think that they're. I don't really want to get into the
He
emotional
doesn't
aspect of
he
Donald.
can't see his own party's delusion. He just can't see it,
That's
Yeah, I just
incorrect.
and
don't.
it's okay. It's okay.
I mean, as a person who's voted for both sides, I don't know. I just see it as we have a problem no matter which side you vote for. It seems like they're going to work in the best interest of one group no matter what. And people just keep saying it's the Republicans' fault, it's the Democrats' fault. I mean, we had that one kid, whatever the dude, what I don't even know, whatever he was. He came up on my panel. He was right. He told everybody, like, yeah, people, you're gonna argue about one side, no matter what. And as long as you keep doing that, you're not focused on the bigger picture, which is true.
There's a complete difference between, like, if it there's not a Democrat that I put in office that I go, I regret voting for them. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Really?
I could vote in a Democrat and they're going to do things that I disagree with all of the time. Right. Abigail Spanberger has probably done some things if I go through the legislation as far as implementing the tax system or car tax, right, that she wanted to get done. I'm gonna disagree with a lot of this bullshit. Right. However, nothing that she has done for our economy here in Virginia, policy wise or statement wise, has been big enough for me to say, damn it, I should have voted for the other person or I shouldn't have voted for her at all. You feel what I'm saying?
But she just got in though.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying, absolutely. But I'm saying that would be relative to any Democrat that I voted for so far.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's a bit. I mean, I can't speak for you. I mean, that's how you feel. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's totally fine. But again, the bigger picture here, like Beck said, there's individuals who are furthering themselves from one side to the other, and vice versa. We were actually talking about this the other night. I think that K Dot dude came in and said that. He actually said the same exact thing. Like, people are leaving, sides and just converting to the opposite side. He said he's just, if I remember correctly, he said he's seeing it more from the people on the left going to the right. I don't think, I don't know. Me personally, I just don't think that I think that this is more than just a party thing. And I think people should be more focused on the bigger picture. America. I feel like Americans are divided.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to add the fuck yeah.
No, I'm sorry. You go ahead. I'm done.
Oh, I was just emphasizing the America part.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think people are starting to realize that nobody's really working for anybody.
Yeah. Are these individuals that are in power actually working in the best interest of the American people? No.
None of them are.
You got people who will walk down into these places. Even I've seen this happen with New York police officers. Somebody said, "Are you America first or Israel first?" Them cops didn't even want to answer. I don't want to answer. Huh? Can't answer that? Politicians are doing the same exact thing. It's a bit sketch to me, man. But that's a huge problem. But what do I know? I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just an individual. A colored individual, from what they would say.
They stopped using that description about in the 1950s.
What you mean? Colored?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how some people are. We still use that around here.
Is European Belt still here?
Who?
European Belt.
I don't know, man. She probably took a nap.
She's crashed out.
Yeah, she
Oh,
probably.
well.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's wild, actually. Sleep is wild.
Sleep is wild.
Couldn't be me.
You need that.
Did you guys want to hear something funny? Actually, so I was just listening to this clip of Bold listening to me, my live listening to another live, right? And this is so sad. So like there was coughing in the clip, and I'm like, "Damn, Bold, I can't hear your coughing." And then Bold's like, "Damn, Max, we can't hear over your coughing." I was getting mad at myself for coughing over the clip. I gotta be better. I gotta do better. All right. Well, don't everybody talk at once.
What are we talking about? We're still talking about why we voted for who. So you want to? I'd like to address what T-Bone was talking about earlier. I mean, so let me think about the bigoted part. So you think me voting for illegal immigration being taken enforced? Actually, you think that that's bigoted?
It's a little bigoted.
Why is
I
that bigoted?
I again, I think that majority of the young voter base was based off of bigotry. I think that the older people are just fucking stupid or have always been bigoted. So if I go down this line of asking you about DEI, your answer is going to be, yeah, we should have got rid of that, right? If I tell you about the trans ideology, yeah, shut the
Absolutely.
LGBTQIA plus community up. So I just put that in the bigoted category.
Don't shut them out. I didn't. I never said that. I said that I will argue the fact that we need more conclusive evidence as to how to like treat these individuals, and there's different levels of what do they call it, gender affirming care that we can administer that doesn't mutilate them permanently. I mean, I think everybody's kind of aboard on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I have to think. Okay, so I'm sorry, it's early. Different or gender affirming care. I feel like yes, there could be a conversation there. What was the other one that you said?
About the illegal immigration.
Yeah. What is your stand? What should we all agree on?
Well, T-Bone's saying you're either bigoted or stupid. So,
Well, I mean, I do think,
I,
like, I honestly, the reason why I think it's bigoted, I'll be so fucking for real, right? The reason why I think it's mostly bigoted is because I can't get people with this take to be logically consistent to save their fucking lives, right? Like, it always comes down to the fact that it's like you don't want brown people from Central America or South America to be able to come here. And like there's
that's not
so
my opinion.
I could literally go into 100 reasons why that's dumb if you're a Republican, right? Like it really just comes down to that every single time, and I don't even take the conversation seriously anymore, because the fact that like the same people who preach that they're for capitalism are against immigration and asylum seekers, especially seeking immigration, when like that's a staple of capitalism and the
It's
profit
not.
margins. It is.
It's not though.
It is.
You
It
you need a
really
you
is.
need a working class. You don't need a slave
No,
class. That's a
you
that's
no,
a
that you're wrong. But see,
literal slave
so you
class.
interrupted me. You interrupted me. The reason why Ronald Reagan was pro-immigration was because of capitalism, right? Because the point of capitalism is to have the highest profit margin, which you can push for a while with normal tactics. But eventually, the thing that capitalism has to have to survive is a constant uprise in profits, right? There has to be a constant profit margin. Eventually, you can't do that anymore. And you get to the point where you have to lower cost to raise the profit, right? Or raise the cost. You have to lower the cost of the product or raise the price of the product to make up for the. Okay, well, FB, come up here and correct me then. Stop thumb thugging in the comments. So, if they can exploit workers for less, for more profit, they will. Now, I don't agree with that. It's not what I want to see happen. But again, to be logically consistent in this, the whole Republican Party switched on immigration a long time ago. Oh, you agree with everything? Okay. So, like, the Republican Party in the Ronald Reagan days, when it was actually the Republican Party that had like the normal values and wasn't taken over by Christian emotional propaganda pleas, like they were for immigration because they understood that what that did for capitalism. Now, I don't like capitalism. I don't like any of this. But to be a Republican and to fucking be against this, especially when it comes down to like poor brown people, yes, it's bigoted. It's bigoted.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I see is, I guess, what you guys can't see, and that is the negatives along with the illegal immigration. First off, you have a group of people here in America that's larger than the illegals. That's the true immigrants that come here. They do it legally, right? And even the people that come here and work legally, all those people did it the correct way. They put their time and effort into it, and they came here legally. That's one aspect of it. You're pissing 40 to 50 million people off at a given time because they did stuff legally, right? And then on top of that, you don't see like the trafficking that goes along with this. You don't see the unaliving from 2014 to what 2020. There's 2,000 confirmed unalivings on the border on our side. Just from our side, there's an uncountable amount of unalivings on the way. That these mules and these people that are trafficking these people across these deserts and stuff like that. And all of those unalivings were just because they tried to go through some rapid waters. They died of dehydration. There's all types of problems with that. And whenever you're against, just like now, whenever you're against it and your policies speak out about illegal immigration, immigration goes down dramatically. Like the illegal crossings go down dramatically. We're at a 92% deficit from where Biden was. Biden was inviting people to come over here illegally. He was making them. He was inviting them to come to their desk. Not only that, but there's also reports out there that say anywhere from 50 to 80% of the women and kids that come over here are SA'd, and I see that too. So how is me wanting to prevent that being bigoted?
All right. So to start at the beginning of what you said, we'll start at the people who came here the legal way. And what I will tell you is simply capitalism doesn't give a fuck about feelings. Right? It doesn't give a fuck about my feelings. It doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. And it doesn't give a fuck that you, just because you did something the right way, that you now all of a sudden think that you get all these things. Capitalism does not give a fuck about your feelings. So again, I'm not even going to play with that point. The second point was the trafficking, which again, I will argue that you guys are not logically consistent. First of all, I would have to see all these numbers you're presenting. You're just throwing numbers out here. But we can start with the fact that if I bring up all of these issues with trafficking and things like the foster care system, right? I'm going to be blown off because the numbers are much worse with citizens than they are with this. But when we bring that to attention with things like, I don't know, the Epstein files, all of a sudden there's all this pushback on that. So it's funny to me that we only care about trafficking when it happens on the border and never anywhere within our system, right? Because we've got Native American girls missing and murdered indigenous women. That is a massive problem in this country. We have a foster care system that is for profit, an adoption care system that is for profit. We have all of these systems that are pushing these issues, and I never hear Republicans talk about them because it doesn't fit the narrative that the border is bad, right? Again, talking about SA, 1 in 4 women is SA'd in their life. 1 in 4. But again, the only time I hear about it is when it comes to the border, because again, I've talked to you about the Trump and his victims. I've talked to you about all these other issues, and it's always pushback, always pushback. We need proof. But as soon as it's the borders, you guys will grab the first news article that gives you numbers and throw it out here that the border is the entire problem. I promise you, as anyone who's been involved as a woman in any kind of SA anything, you know that these problems exist everywhere. But we only hear about them when it's fucking in a woman's bathroom, right? And we can tie it to some sort of like homophobic issue, or when it's the border and we can blame brown people. Those are the only times it's ever a fucking issue. So yes, I care about all those issues, but I want to talk about them at a systemic level and not when it comes to being bigoted towards immigrants.
So, okay, you're just gonna ignore everything that I said and just pivot to something else then? Because I
What
mean
did I
that's a
ignore?
different problem. That's
What
literally
did,
a different problem when you're
what did I
talking about
ignore?
domestic abuse. Yeah,
What did I
we were
ignore?
talking about we were talking about the immigration, and you wanted to talk about one in four women are raped over here.
Yes,
Can we talk about one problem at a time?
Motherfucker,
but
you're the
that's
one
no,
who's
that's the
pivoting.
same
She had a
problem.
good
I'm
point.
not
Yeah,
pivoting.
she
I'm
had a
not
very
pivoting.
good point. You're the
Hold
one
on a
who's
second.
pivoting.
Hold on a second. What are we talking about, Raka? Are we talking about grape in our society? What are we talking about? Could
So
you answer the
honestly, to
question,
me, so
please?
to me, I don't
No,
separate
no,
the
no.
abuse
Hold on
of
a second.
women,
Hold on a
right?
second, Bex. Let him. Please speak,
Okay.
because we're talking about immigration, and we're talking about how I'm bigoted because I don't like brown people coming up here, even though I never mentioned that one time.
Well, Thumb, she brought up
Could
a
you
very
please?
good point. You are
It's not a point. It's
bigoted
a
off
pivot.
of the fact you're bigoted off of the fact that you're not focused on the demographic that commits these crimes at the highest clip. Because when we look at American-born citizens, you can take your pick of the fucking crime. We, as American citizens, are doing these crimes at a much higher rate. Everything,
Okay, so yeah,
even when you
she
throw
basically.
in
Hold on
the
a second. One
the
second.
T
One second.
African. So
You're
no,
incorrect.
there ain't no
You're
1 second
incorrect.
shit. This
She
is the
said
thing
one
that
in
makes
four.
you
Hold on a
Hey
second.
guys, I gotta
disingenuous.
do
She
some.
said. She said.
Hold on.
Is it quiet for everybody else? I know T-Bone said he had to do something, so. Dumb, you gotta stop getting cooked like this, bro.
I'm not getting cooked. You're pivoting. You're going to a different. We're not even talking about that. You want to bring that up.
No, well, what are we not talking about, Dumb?
We are talking about immigration. Can we please stay on topic? That's what a
Okay,
pivot is.
hold on. What are you
Is
talking
when you
about on
cannot
immigration?
hold on a
Hold on.
second.
No. Let's
No.
fuck all
We're
that whole
talking about
diatribe
we're
shit
talking
that
about
you Republicans love to filibuster.
illegal
I want to ask simple questions and
illegal
get simple
immigration. There
answers.
you go.
Okay,
Simple
and you
answer.
brought
Illegal
up crime
immigration.
rate. You brought up crime rate, right?
I didn't
That
bring up
was
crime
you.
rate.
Hold on. You were the one
I
that brought
brought
up crimes, right?
Look, guy, you're not even equipped to have this discussion.
I
If you can't
understand. You're
fucking pay,
backpedaling. You're in the
if you can't
corner
pay
getting
attention, can you
mollywopped
please
like you
pay it?
always
Can
do,
you
dumb.
please pay
Like,
attention instead of
my
free
whole thing
steamrolling?
is that for the people that watch this shit, it's very clear that you are a clown. It's very
You're
clear.
not paying attention.
Because
You're
you're
not paying attention to.
disingenuous and you backpedal.
Hold on a
You
second.
like to
I'll rock
filibuster.
it. Answer this question. Answer this question.
I'm not answering
Answer this
shit. I
question.
asked you a
Did
question
I
that
say
you didn't
anything about
answer, you
domestic?
raggedy bitch.
Did I
This
say
isn't
anything
how
about
it
domestic
works.
crimes?
I
Bex.
understand you're
Bex.
used to white
Bex.
privilege. It don't
Did I
work
say
here.
anything
You
about
don't get to
domestic
take
crimes?
control of a conversation because you don't have a good answer
Bex.
for a question that was
Bex.
presented to you. You
Bex.
raggedy,
Did I say anything about
inconsistent bitch.
domestic crime?
No, but you're missing the part.
Okay.
But you're
Okay.
but hold on. No, but you're
No,
You
missing
I'm
the
not
brought
part.
up
missing
crime,
anything. Did
you
I say anything about?
disingenuous
Hold on a
fuck.
second.
This
Address.
is the shit that they do,
Raka.
Bex. He adds words
Raka.
that weren't
Did I
interjected into the
say anything
conversation.
about domestic
They like to
crimes?
shift shit. They've been
Did
watching
I
Trump
say
speak
anything
for
about
years
domestic
and they're
crimes?
adopting the tactics. That's
Yeah,
not what the
I don't
fuck I
get my
said, you
information out of
dumb
Trump.
bitch. That's not
No,
what
the
I said.
problem.
Open your
Did I
ears.
say anything about domestic crimes?
So
Yes
the
or
no,
no?
the problem, Thumb. I'd like to. So the problem. This started
Okay.
with.
No,
No,
right?
let me. No, no, no. Let
Thank
me
you.
speak for a second. Let me speak for a second. This started with saying, why do we think that the immigration policies or the immigration arguments are bigoted, right? So then you gave your stance. I replied to you with why your stances appear as
And
bigoted.
Because
Capitalism, bad, bad, bad.
because in these conversations, there is no logical consistency in your reasons for disliking immigration. Because as soon as I bring the problem, you say this is the issue, trafficking, right? We'll use trafficking. I say, yes, trafficking is an issue in that area, but we have a much bigger problem domestically here in America with this issue, right? But when we go to find what things like the e-files in America, where we have actually found this problem at a much larger scale, then we don't get logical consistency from you guys in the problem. It always just comes
Why
back to
not?
no, we don't like it when
What
it's
what what
immigrants.
Because he
logical
was a
consistency
white
would you
man
like from me on the
perpetrator.
E
That's
files?
why. That's no, it's not even about that, Thumb. It's the fact that she brought up very valid things. And instead of you acknowledging that and saying, you know what,
Look,
we do have a
Arawaka,
problem
I know
here in
the only thing
America
that you have
with
is white man
citizens.
bad.
But
You've
no,
got a little
you
white
want to
diabetes going
focus
on.
on
It's okay.
brown people. So that's why you're
I'm
bigoted.
not
And
focusing
the
on
thing
anything.
is,
We're
when
focusing
people
at
start
one
making
problem at a
good
time, but
points, you
I
can't
understand that you
shut the
can't.
fuck up and
I
stay
understand
on
that you
mute,
can't.
bitch, because you like to
I've stayed on mute for
overtalk, because
Bex.
you
Sorry.
cannot
Your little
articulate
bitch ass
a good
decided to come up here
argument. So you like to
try to
overtalk and
argue
interrupt
because
and sit there and change a
exactly.
conversation
Well,
because you have no
once you get a
substance.
little
You
bit of
have no true
once you get a little
information.
bit of once you get a little bit of your emotion out of the situation, maybe you can talk to me. But as far as your
It ain't
face
about
off,
emotion.
go
I
ahead.
don't like
It
you,
is about
bitch. I
emotion.
don't have to talk
I
to you.
don't give a fuck
I
about
talk to you
who
in the
likes
way
me.
that you
You
deserve.
think I
You
care about that you
sun-spotted
like me?
bitch.
Oh my god. Oh my god, our rocket doesn't like me. He hates me. Oh my god, what am I gonna do with my life?
Well, my thing is, you keep on crying every time that I treat you the way you
I'm
deserve to
not
be treated.
crying.
So
I'm
shut the
not
fuck
crying at
up.
all. I'm
Take
just
it.
pointing at your fucking
Take it the way that you take
idiocracy.
the bullshit from
I'm just
from your president. Bend the fuck over and just take it.
listen,
On some
Linda.
Diddy shit. Take that. Take
Listen,
that.
Linda. Listen, Linda. I don't give two shits about you, Iraka. Two. None of them.
Yeah, but you keep my
You can
name
come
in
up
your
here and
mouth,
crash
bitch.
out.
You
You can
keep my
come because
name
you
in
came
my
out here and
mouth, bitch.
interjected
And you
yourself.
got pictures. Hold on.
You
Why you got
came up
pictures of
here.
me on your
You
phone?
came up
But you
here.
don't care.
Oh, I
You's
don't
a
have
raggedy
pictures on the
bitch.
phone.
Cause I
No,
could never
those are
have a
gone.
picture of you and your sun-spotted liver ass.
Sun-spotted liver? I have no sunspots. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude? You mad because I made you a premium white that one day? I'm sorry.
Motherfucker,
I didn't mean to hurt your fifis.
you do whatever
I
you
didn't mean
want
to hurt
with
your fifis.
Photoshop. I really don't care. The thing that
No,
gets me
it's
upset
AI.
is that
It's
you tried to
AI.
talk and you are inconsistent on
It's
everything
AI.
that you talk about.
I'm not.
And then
I'm the
even
most
now,
consistent person on TikTok. I got an award for it.
I'm done with this.
Well, then shut the fuck. Can Bex and I get back to the situation now? Appreciate it. So on the second part of that that stuff that we were talking about, you were talking about capitalism needs and wants this. So could you please explain to me why the hiring of illegal immigrants is only a small portion of the United States? Why isn't it everywhere?
You need me to explain to you why immigration is a small part of the hiring? Well, the immigration is a small percentage of
Yeah.
the population, right? Because you guys don't. So
So
like they can't when they flood immigrants in here. You guys freak the fuck out, right? You lose your motherfucking minds. They're coming for us. Ah, they're gonna take our fucking jobs. So they
so
remain like it's like something like 11 million, right? Or something out of 330 million people. And if we figure like let's just
well,
roughly estimate that 50%.
that's just what came in under
Okay, can I
Biden.
finish talking though? So if we are going to estimate it 330 million people in this country, roughly 50% are kids, right? So that's 165. What? No. Is that right? Anyways, the
You got about
million, so
128.
11 million immigrants to 150 million, whatever. Let's just say that people. Yeah, it's like what do you want? You want
Like, I don't know. This is like basic math.
You've got about 49%. 49% of America works.
Right. That's what I said.
I was just trying to give you the number.
Right, but it's like basic math. Like, yeah, there's not
still a very small portion of
right because
capitalism, right?
Right, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't benefit capitalism.
If capitalism cannot survive without these, and that's pushing everybody to
that
it.
wasn't my claim. I never claimed that capitalism couldn't survive without this.
But you said that it needed it.
Yeah, it does. It needs exploited workers.
That is a version
but they're not. That's not the only. That's not the only group of exploited workers capitalism has. We have an entire prison system, right? They take advantage of them too.
About 2 million people, and so there you go. Not even 10% of those actually do like any type of.
I don't know what you. None of what you're saying is arguing my point, though.
It is.
It's not
because there's a prison population that's very small that actually does any type of like outside work.
But that's not what is that?
All my point. Work in prison is for prison.
There's not. There's plenty of companies that hire into prisons to do shit.
Could you give me a number on that?
What number do you want?
The ones that work for money, that make profits off of their labor. Could you just give me a number on that? Like how many?
How many companies make profit off of prison labor?
No, how much prison labor do they make profit off of? It's a very small number of prisons. That
I don't know what the point is. Like, I don't know what the point is.
You're talking about another tenth of a percent.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because the majority of America does not run on any of what you're saying, though.
But that was never my claim.
But you're saying that.
I'm not saying capitalism requires it. I'm
saying needs.
No, that is not what I said.
Your own words that capitalism needs this.
That is not what I said. What I said is capitalism requires a constant profit increase, right? And they get to a point in capitalism where they don't have that anymore by basic means. So they start to look for ways to lower their cost and raise their profit. Which would come from getting more exploited workers. So if they're already exploiting people at minimum wage, this might look like them hiring asylum seekers, right? Undocumented immigrants.
So again, that is a minute. Again, that is a minute fraction.
But you're not.
Of the
I think
population.
you're missing the point that I said that
it's not. It's not a missing. You said minimum. You said minimum.
Stop. I said that you are not logically consistent in your argument. I didn't make any claim that this is required for capitalism. I said you as a capitalist should understand that immigration is a net positive for capitalism.
It's not.
It is.
I don't agree with that.
Well, that's fine. You can not agree, but it doesn't make it wrong.
So would it be a net positive for the entire United States for us to have illegals here working?
Arguably, depending on how you're looking at what makes it a net positive, yes, it could be. That's why Ronald Reagan was so for it. Because he saw that most immigrants pay taxes, right? Because they're using a social security number. They cannot extract from the system, but they pay into it. Look this up. This is all Googleable. Most immigrants pay into a system they will never take from. They are a net positive to the economy.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you cannot think again. You not thinking so doesn't make me wrong.
Hold on a second. So could you tell me the
problem
number?
Is he's arguing with you based off his feelings, Bex. He's not using facts.
Hold on a second, sir. Hold on a second, sir. Can you please mute while I'm talking? Thank you. Yeah. So, like I was saying, do you know how much money is sent out of country because of illegal immigrants?
He doesn't use facts. He just talks with his feelings because this bitch doesn't stick true to anything.
It's because
and he's inconsistent. And I'm doing this literally just because he did that little ad lib.
He can't be consistent. This little Riri
I'm gonna
over
go
here
on
can't do
mute
nothing right.
now.
Yeah,
If
go
you
on
do
mute,
an ad
motherfucker.
lib, I will
Go.
overtalk you every
I'll continue to
time
do
that
ad
you
libs on you.
fucking light up your
What do you
box.
want?
You
What do you want to
understand?
ad lib about? What do you want to ad
I
lib
don't know.
about? Our Rocka,
I'm just not even going mute.
white man in America. You're a
Go
white
ahead.
man in America. You know that, right? You do realize that, right? You're a white man, right?
Very
Okay.
white.
Okay. Cool.
Very
Keep
white.
talking about yourself. You're part of the problem, not the solution.
Indeed. Just start talking and then so I can interrupt you.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead. Go ahead. Eat.
Nah, I'm chilling. You're the one who's talking.
Oh, I don't know
There
what.
is no point. There's literally no point to continue this.
Yeah,
Whatever
because you don't
discussion.
have a leg to stand on. You have
Like,
no
dumb.
facts.
I
You've
do.
been fucking
I do,
cooked
but
this
you're not
entire
gonna
life.
fucking. You're not gonna
Everybody's
fucking let
seen
me.
it.
But that's okay.
So,
This is
you know,
typical.
it is what
This
it
typical
is, bro.
Democrat
Like,
behavior.
you get cooked
It's
on
typical
TikTok. You get
Democrat
Not a
behavior.
embarrassed
Democrat. Neither is
everywhere you
Arwaka.
go.
Our
They
Walker
don't.
is
You
definitely
get
a
cooked
Democrat.
He
everywhere
He's
you
a
voted for
go,
Democrat.
thumb.
Trump.
He's a
Indeed.
Democrat.
He
Indeed.
voted for Trump.
Indeed.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
But you know, this
He
but
did
this is
not
an
vote for Trump.
example
Yes,
of their
he did.
inconsistency,
No, he
Bex.
didn't.
Bro, like,
There's no way.
people literally give me shit about that all the time. And what do I say, Bex? What do I say about that? I deserve this shit. Don't give me no motherfucking grace for making this goddamn mistake because it's exactly that.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I'm gonna need
Thumb,
to
but
see your
just
voter.
because
I'm
Thumb,
gonna
this
need to
is
see that voter
unfortunately,
registration.
Thumb. I've been doing like I'm very aware of like what I'm talking about and the facts of this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, but you have biases that actually
I don't
prevent
have
you from
biases.
seeing.
I'm
You
literally
do.
wait.
You
I
do.
don't. I'm literally
You
I don't like
do.
any of these motherfuckers.
I understand that, and I'm not calling
Like
you a Democrat. I'm calling him a Democrat.
I'm not even arguing you with you from my beliefs. I'm taking a capitalist stance right now.
That's
and
fine.
arguing
But I'm
pro-capitalism
arguing
against you.
against that.
My
because
feelings
there
have
are.
nothing to do
You're
with any of
arguing
this.
bigotry, Thumb. That's
Hold
the
on.
whole point.
Is
That's
it
how we
illegal?
got to
Hold
this
on a
point.
second.
You
Yeah.
asked the
Is it
question
illegal?
of how
Is
am
it
I a
illegal?
bigot,
Is
and
it
this is the
illegal to
answer.
hire illegal immigrants? Can
It's
anybody
illegal to
answer
do
that
a
for
lot
me?
of shit. It's illegal to do a lot of shit.
Is it
doesn't
illegal?
Mean it
Is it
doesn't
illegal
negate
to hire
any of my
immigrants?
points. It doesn't
Yeah,
negate
I
any
mean,
of
it's
my
a simple
points.
yes
doesn't
or
negate
no.
any of
You
the
don't have
points.
to
It doesn't
like.
negate any of the points, Thumb. Nobody's
Literally.
listening to what you're saying because you talk
This
bullshit and you
truly is
pivot.
sad. This
So
truly is
this
sad.
is where it is. You know what I'm saying?
This is
And
truly
you know the
sad.
funny thing is that
Our
I was
Rocker
staying
doesn't
on
want me to
mute
talk.
and behaving
Our
myself,
Rocker doesn't want
but
me to
you kept
talk.
on wanting to do ad libs at me. Even while I was muted.
Whatever,
And you
dude.
kept on doing it, so now
Sure.
your sun-spotted ass doesn't
My
get the
sun-spotted ass.
fucking
What does that mean?
courtesy of being
What
of
does
me being
sun-spotted
polite.
mean?
It
What
means
does
that you
sun-spotted mean?
get marks on your skin from being in the sun, right? Because you're white and you're allergic to sunlight.
Is that
And you, being a poor redneck, you spend a lot of time outside, Thumb. So the thing is that you are
Bruh,
beginning to
have you
show
never
signs
seen me?
of early skin cancer.
Has
You
he
should
never
probably
seen me?
get looked at.
I'm never outside. What are you talking about? The only time I'm outside
Well,
is when I go kayaking.
listen. I know you're out of shape. I know that you
I'm out
have
of shape?
inferior genetics. I know that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It is.
I mean,
what it is.
we can do an in shape check if you want to.
You know, it is what,
What
it
you
is,
got?
though.
What you
I
got?
really
Skinny
don't,
arms?
I really don't give a fuck.
What you got? Skinny arms?
I'm very slim. Very slim.
You're very slim. Yeah, I know. I seen you.
Very slim.
You look more like olive oil than Popeye, right?
I mean, that's all fine and good because I've beaten fat motherfuckers. I've knocked out tall motherfuckers. I've knocked out buff motherfuckers. Like, my thing is that y'all motherfuckers, especially motherfuckers that just do things and lift weights, y'all have this false equivalency that y'all think that y'all size actually means something when it comes to combat. It don't mean shit. I know from lived experience. A lot of you motherfuckers be big for nothing. Y'all got all that muscle, but can't do shit when it comes to a confrontation. Y'all throw fucking 3 haymakers and then y'all sitting there.
Who's big, Rocco? I'm not big.
I don't give a fuck what you is, Thumb. I know that if it ever came down to it, you'd be on the
Why
floor,
you throwing
snoring.
shit at me then, huh?
I know if
If
it
you don't
came
know,
down to it,
if you don't
you would be
know,
on the
why are you
floor,
saying it?
snoring, Thumb. You'd be asleep.
Snowing? Yeah, I'd be snowing.
Snoring. You'd be snoring. Be knocked the fuck out. That's what you'd be.
Bro, you have no idea. You literally have no
You
idea.
have no idea,
That's
Thumb.
okay though.
You have
Keep
no idea.
keep
You
pumping
can
your
sit
own
there,
keep pumping your
you can
own
sit
self
there and
up.
think whatever
Good
the
job.
fuck you think. I understand. Go ahead.
Go ahead, keep pumping yourself up. I understand you. It's good for your self-esteem. Go
I
ahead.
don't need to pump myself up, bro.
I think you
I
do.
know what I'm
You
capable
are.
of.
You are.
I have lived experience. I really don't give a fuck, bro.
Great.
That's why the thing is
Awesome.
y'all motherfuckers sit here and y'all try to talk y'all shit.
Yeah,
Motherfucker, I don't care if you was 6'4", built like
I'm not 5'10".
motherfucking, built like a motherfucking Michael J. Clark. I don't give
I'm
a
built
fuck.
like a melted G.I. Joe.
I tell you,
I'm built
listen,
like a
man.
melted G.I. Joe figure.
Listen, man. Everything about you, Thumb, is inferior.
Sure.
I want you to know that.
Okay, there we go.
You are the
supremacy
representation
is
of the white
astounding.
peasantry that got forced over into this country. You represent
The supremacy
all of,
is astounding. Great
you
job,
represent
Arawaka.
the lack of genetic diversity that exists in the world. Do you know what
That's
that
awesome.
means? It means there's a lot. I'm willing to bet in your tree,
in your eyes, I'm
your
far more
family
superior.
tree, there is a lot of family mingling. I'm willing to bet there's a ton of it.
I'd bet that yours is probably just as bad, if not worse.
Listen, I don't have any facial features that would suggest a lack of genetic diversity.
You're all
That
about
would be
that
you,
diversity,
sir.
aren't you?
That would be you, sir.
All about that diversity.
You was
There
the
you
one
go.
who had a mom
Keep it
that was
coming.
calling her husband daddy. And it wasn't just a
Keep
nickname.
going.
That was his actual
Keep going.
title.
Great. Are you done yet?
You know, I do feel good. I feel good. That's a good place to stop.
There you
I mean,
go. Good
you
job.
don't know
Good
what
job.
the fuck you was
Good
talking
job,
about,
buddy.
so
Good job,
it is what
buddy.
it is. Yeah.
Good
I'm gonna
job,
give
buddy. I'm
myself
glad
a
I can
pat
make
on
you
the
feel a little
back.
bit better. I'm glad. I
Oh
can
no,
make
you didn't
feel
do nothing.
better.
I did this myself. I
A
did this myself.
little supremacy.
See, I
a
did
little
this. You know what I'm
supremacy.
saying? I did this myself.
A little
You had
supremacy.
very little to do.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean,
You know
that's
how
fine.
those Southerners back in the day used to feel now. Good job. Far more superior than I.
What do you want, mods? What the? Can we get some mods in this bitch? I'm that guy. What do you want? God, you're so
Maybe he
fucking
wants to come up.
demanding. I'm that guy. Never comes up. He just sits and talks shit. Just sits down there. Oh, not the wow. I'm that guy.
Nagas.
That was a good lunch. I want to appreciate you, Bex. But yeah, I'm gonna clock back into work, and you know what I mean.
Look, I'm here
hit
for
that
it.
clock, sir.
Debate Bexy's back, baby. Coming back.
Getting you back into shape. Getting you back into shape. Getting you back in the ring, Bex.
Yeah, this is basic training.
Yep.
We're here.
Not
we're
so
here
basic.
We'll see.
Now that we got the distraction out the way, maybe we can continue.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
It's not Friday. It's not Friday yet. You know, he's not gonna crash out just yet. It'll be tomorrow.
It's only Thursday. Yeah. See, tomorrow I gotta keep I get 2 of my accounts back late tonight. I gotta keep them so I can do the Friday night. We're doing a show. I don't know. We're doing something tomorrow night. We're having fun tomorrow night. That's all I know.
I think I'm taking my kids to Houston either tomorrow night or Saturday. I don't know yet.
We're doing something. Maybe turn up Bexy. I don't know. We'll do something, but Belle's asleep. Aqua's going to sleep.
Pretty much T-Bone's probably doing something. So.
I've had literally 0 accounts like all week. That's why I haven't been live. I've had no panel access.
How are y'all getting because I wasn't even talking one night and I got a restriction. I don't even know what for.
I don't know. I can't keep track. It's been a pain in the butt. It does. Well, the last one I got taken for 4 days because T-Bone just dropped the whole hard ER.
He did that shit earlier today.
No, not that one.
I know.
And he's like, oh no, they don't make it. They don't get mad when you say it. He dropped it. Bam, live dropped.
No, that lady spelt it in the bottom. He's like, oh, you spelt the whole damn word?
No, yeah, that was this morning. He's done this over, like every day. He said, oh, I didn't even know you could boom, drops.
I didn't know you could spell
ass. T-Bone, please don't drop the live, T-Bone.
He's about to.
Oh, Spike. Oh, Spike. Try to decide if I want to take a nap or I don't know. I'm kind of awake. T-Bone. T-Bone.
Should I stop
Oh,
and get
T-Bone.
me a Texas fajita burrito?
Yes.
Yeah, stop at Buc-ee's. Okay.
Absolutely. The answer to that question is abso-fucking-lutely. You should.
Do y'all have Buc-ee's up there yet?
Because that's you know me. I'm big back bet. Fuck no.
Y'all got Wawa though, right?
We ain't got shit. Nope.
No Wawa.
We ain't got Quick Trip. We don't got Racetrack. We don't got Wawas. We don't got.
Oh, that's right.
Buc-ee's.
Y'all done chased them out. Y'all done chased them out because all the overtaxing.
That's
You're
not
gonna
why.
have government. You're gonna have government. Government pantries soon.
That's not why at all. Actually, Washington is not normally doesn't like corporations that much.
Home of one of the biggest ones, right? Starbucks and isn't Amazon?
We don't acknowledge them. Yeah. We don't talk about them. They fought their way in. It wasn't. Well, trust me, we fought. I worked at Starbucks when I was a teenager. Before they were like a big deal. And back in the day, if you got hired at Starbucks, you had to go to their corporate office for a week-long training class on coffee. I don't think they do that anymore.
This is how you do it. I don't really like their coffee, because I can't put sugar in it. So to me, it tastes like it's a burnt.
Wait, why can't you put sugar in it?
Because I'm diabetic.
Oh. Okay, well that makes sense. It's really bitter. It's because you know why? It's because there's actually an art to pulling shots of coffee, and their machine does it for them, so it loses the actual technique.
Right.
It's very bitter. It's bad. Like, it's super bitter. Even like their regular coffee. Mamas, come here, BBs. Cold and hungry is not a good mix. I don't know what my kids are listening to. Mamas, what are you doing, kitty kitty? T-Bone's still on pause. T-Bone is still on pause.
Yeah, we ain't got much time. How long can you stay on pause?
Well, it used to be 5 minutes, but it's been going a lot longer lately.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Kitty kitty. Yeah, I don't know. If T-Bone goes down, I really might take a nap, honestly. Maybe, I don't know yet. Yeah, Trey's live stayed up for a long time while he was on pause. Who else is live? Let's see. Shocked I'm awake and no one's talking about me yet. Oh, I'm on a backup. I don't get to see any lives like this. Okay, hold on. Gotta get fancy. Bowls live. Is he talking about me? It's usually a good guarantee that he's on that ass. Let's check this out.
Y'all don't cuss me out.
Oh, I'm gonna start screaming. An anti-Bex live. Thank you. Yeah, it's been like 12 hours since someone's talked about me. You know I love the drama.
Did it actually say the word, or did it just say N-word, Pat? I don't even remember. That I don't recall, but I also was not as intimately involved. It said N-word, Pat.
Okay, I'm in Omega. I'm on my way.
Okay, so Bo had to step away for a second, pro bono. I am so digging that I can play in the WNBA in this 2K.
What the fuck?
I don't have to stick with being with the men's team. I can actually play the career of the women's. I love that.
Oh my god, not talking about 2K. I can't do that. Who else is live? Man, all these lives are not anything juicy. My kids are listening to Christmas music. Oh, now Biggie. Okay, Biggie's okay. I don't know, guys. This might be a wrap for this one. I don't know if I have it in me. I might go to the dispensary. It's like my last errand for the day. I know, but I don't have anyone to talk to. Besides Thumb. Have we been up all night? That is a great question, Glow. Quite possibly. But I took a late nap yesterday, only to wake up to a fucking shitload of dumb assery. I need T-Bone to say the word. If he came off pause and said it right now, it would be like perfect comedic timing. The R word, best described as the R word. Yes, exactly, Cusp. It was that. It was nuts. Well, Thumb left me, so not only are my abandonment wounds triggered, I don't know if I have carrying a whole live in me right now, so I might shut this one down and let these two nap away. The real question is, do I kick Belle or do I just leave her sleeping in a box so she wakes up in a comfort box? I feel like we should just leave her in the box sleeping. I have weird dreams sometimes when I fall asleep in the box. Just leave her. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna drop. I might go try to find another live. I'm gonna turn the comments off. Yeah, that's true. No one can even... That's true, Cusp. See, okay, well, I'm just gonna turn it off then. Alright, I'll see you guys in the streets. Oh, I don't have mod! Fuck! Where's Officer? Hold on. Let me... Do I have it on this? Let's see, can I turn off comments? No! What account do I have mod on? Is the officer, are you in here? Who's in here? Tacos, are you in here? Tacos. Tacos! I see you in the viewers. Tacos! Someone turn comments off. Bella's still tapping. Hold on, let me find officer. I wonder if officer even has mod on this account. He should. Travel the way. I don't have mod. I can't even let anyone up anyways. I don't have fucking mod. Light moves in my religion. Alright, well let's see. Let's see if we can find any account of Bex's that has mod powers. Let's see if we can find it. I know, but she's not answering. Tacos! Tacos! I want it that way. Officer, can you turn comments off for me, pretty please? Do you have mod on this account? He doesn't have mod either. Nobody has mod. Hold on. Where's Aqua? No mod. Alright, hold on. Let me find Aqua. I think she's in bolds. I'm just gonna crash out in the comments till she pays attention to me. My account is at risk of being unable to comment. What the fuck kind of warning is that, TikTok?
For somebody who jumped in their head when they're 18 and tried to endure a fight, you can't say anything.
Tacos! I know she's in here.
During a fight when she was 18. Mind you, she's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and she got dumped into a trash.
It's actually MMA, karate. So it's karate, judo, and jiu-jitsu. Thank you. Where's your man at? Ain't you not allowed on here?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Man, can you check your messages, please? Man, check your messages.
Hold on, I'm trying to find Aqua. I'm on a mission.
Mama said, I wish my husband would tell me I can't be so. I wish any fucking body would. Because I'm going to be there. Exactly. Don't fucking tell me.
Oh my god, someone tell Aqua. This is insane. This is actually insane. Actual insanity, people.
Don't be doing that to no menu. This is the same poison that put in the chat, I'm a white.
Okay, hold on. This is like, hold on. We're gonna.
It's not giving.
Oh, that's a voice I don't like to hear when I. Do I have mod on this account? Nope, sure don't. No mod on that account. Alright, hold on. My goodness gracious. Alright, well, I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna go try to find a mod to come turn off comments. And I'm dropping. Thank you all.